Oh, I need
Fine.
to plug in my
Give
thing.
them what they want.
I need to start Audacity. Oh God.
Oh yeah, I have that up and ready.
Oh, good
I'm
call.
special.
I had to get the.
He is special today.
More special than you.
Stole my list. Did better
Oh,
with
I
it, you
did.
jerk.
I stole the right list. You stole the
Yeah, you did. Well, and turns out I can't fly that list for shit, and I got 4 and 2.
Oh,
I mean that's how good that list is. Like every game I looked at and went, "What the shit did I do that game?" It's like, what the hell? It's like I need to change around my strategy, and then just never did. So cool story.
yeah.
But I got 4 and 2, and my losses were super close. So it's like, God, that list.
Oh God, I remember stopping by that quick draw game. It was dumb.
Oh yeah, fuck that quick draw.
Well, we wouldn't know how you did, Chico, because you apparently didn't want to talk to us that entire day.
I don't generally, get on my phone and give updates like during the day, just because I'm in the moment, I'm chatting with people, and I forget about my phone. Sorry.
I feel like I'm going to discard this project.
What?
Yeah, we're definitely going to do that.
Discard what? Oh.
I don't know about all projects, but yes. Sure, why not? Audacity knows what's good for me, right?
Hey, Ryan, could you move your mic up or down so that you're not breathing into it?
How about that?
We like to hear his breath.
I don't know. I'll have to wait and see.
Try breathing. Try breathing a lot.
Breathe funny.
Yes. Intensely. It sells the brand.
So can we
OCX
post
radio,
links?
heavy breathing.
Yeah.
Can we post links in the live chat?
No, I think
No.
I think we could. We've tried that before.
All right. Well, I'm going to try it. And go.
What are you doing?
It won't let me. I was trying to post the link to the Patreon in there.
Holy shit, we're way fucking early.
Yeah, we are. That's what I said.
Look, we usually start at 9:30. What do you want?
It's like 7 minutes early.
It's like, yeah.
We just sit here and shoot the shit and stuff.
Wow. I know, but this could be setting a bad precedent of like, I don't want to be early.
Oh, trust me. I was on here at 8:30 waiting for somebody to be early, and no.
You were on at 7:30.
You could have said something. I was just
that's
thinking.
Montana's
Or
fault.
7:30.
I also misunderstood your messenger thing. I thought you were talking about just in general, not like right then. So I didn't
Here's the Google Hangouts. Just whenever.
That's usually what I do every time. I'm like, as soon as the kids go to bed at 8, 7 your time, I jump in here, throw up the Hangouts, and I'm just doing nothing.
Yeah, just waiting for somebody to start talking to the wall until you hear it and come back.
By the way, the question was asked. We have 164 subscribers.
Oh, yay!
That's a lot.
Yeah, not bad.
Amazing.
Good pickup, Dion. Good pickup.
Huh?
Was well done. Sorry, I started something bad today.
Yeah. Is it podcast material bad or pre-game material bad?
No, it's like I started a podcast draft league for our league here, and it's getting fun / crazy. But I feel like I've been taking over a lot of people's phones.
I'm still getting less dings on my phone than when we were in cancer chat. So this is nothing. Those were the good old days.
Yeah. The day when I had to mute because I'd be at work and it'd be like cling, clicking.
Yeah. Well, there was that one day that when Kyle put out his little Minneapolis only FAQ, and then Monday when the actual FAQ came out, that was hell. Like my phone, like the battery just drained. Like holy crap. I took a shower at one point, came back to like 40 messages, and like oh
Did
god.
your phone move like a foot to the left after vibrating so
Yeah,
much?
I just love the way you say Minneapolis. It's great. It's like you're trying to squeeze Indianapolis into the middle of it.
Okay.
I listened to the last episode like 3 times just because of that. It's cute.
How's
That and my little encouragement rant. Like I tried to make a GIF out of it, but it didn't really come off right. So, and I don't know how to make GIFs, so
No.
we figured that out.
That's fun.
I'm
So-
super bad at it.
Dion sent me a friend request on Facebook, and I was assuming like the next minute or two later he was gonna berate me for like, you have a Souther squad. And he hasn't said anything yet. Just out of nowhere, I'm like, all right. What are you gonna
Hey.
say?
Like Tay says, let the haters hate. Just shake it off. Shake it off.
Jazz hands.
With jazz hands.
You know how like the Rebellion is a bigger name, and then you have like Rogue Squadron under that. It's like OCX, and then Lars Squadron under that, right?
Sure. They
There you
are a subsidiary of OCX Squadron,
Yeah, there you go.
or
Just my local.
or
group.
whatever we're called. So do we actually have show notes? Do I need to bring that up?
I
Or
have them up.
are we all just going to say hi and hand it off to Ryan?
I am looking at show notes right now.
I got show notes. I even printed them off.
Why don't you fucking fancy?
They're in the OCX. tab.
Look, it is the original champion. He will show us the way.
Toby. Look at this shit right here. Huh? Print it off and everything.
I show it to you.
Can't handle you guys.
Kyle, this is not Chico's name, by the way.
What?
It's Grand
Darth
Inquisitor. of the
Chico?
Illuminati.
Grand
Oh, Jesus.
Inquisitor.
I don't know.
Judge
I think I
Illuminati?
lost some titles after after my performance in
What
Indy.
was it again? Damn it.
No, you did good. You did better than the rest of us. We went all
Grand
3-3.
Inquisitor,
You went
X-Wing
4-2.
Judge. No. Judge Illuminati.
What the hell is this
Darth
Illuminati
Chico
thing you
Brown?
guys keep talking about?
It's your
I don't
groupie's name.
understand. I don't
Your
understand
name
what you're
was
talking
changed.
about. There's no such thing.
There is such a thing, and it is your nickname on the groupies page.
Zap.
Is it really?
Shenanigans is
And I need help from the chat right now to tell me exactly what it is.
Oh god,
Maybe
the
I
chat's
don't
so funny.
Cat. They've never done anything for us anyway. Kidding. Love you guys.
Ooh,
Oh, my
intimidation.
God, my fucking computer sucks balls.
Good thing I'm the one streaming, huh?
Oh, okay. Grand Inquisitor of the X-Wing Judge Illuminati. Got it.
X-Wing. Little arrow for the squeeze in. Got it. All right. Now I'm good to go.
Oh God.
Holy
Um,
cow,
Listed
we
in
hit
here.
page 2.
Mm-hmm.
As in 2 pages on that thing. I love how we're getting TLT messages. Now,
Oh, I know.
have you guys heard what that is?
Something to do with the last crate cast. Where
The-
they're, like,
yeah, they-
continuing a conversation in another thread.
They have a vote going of whether you would rather have TLT nerfed or floor rules created, and you have to put your answer in a random thread on the forums.
Yep.
Fucking Boom Owl started that whole thing just to fucking... Oh, fucking dilly, man. That's awesome.
It's rather impressive.
Okay, so do I pop this baby on air or
Duh.
before in case I
Duh.
hit my eye?
I mean,
It specifically says keep hand on top and twist top until stopper pops from bottle. Warning! To avoid serious eye injury, point bottle away from self and others.
No, not away. Toward.
no. so,
Okay.
so
Okay,
I've
coach, open the champagne bottle, pointing towards the picture you have in the background. Whoever it hits, you have to fly.
Okay, I'm going to throw this out there. That wall can bounce that cork, so watch your forehead.
Watch out for the ricochet.
I want to see it hit Forlom. That would be great.
All right,
Has to be
I'll tell
pilot,
you
no
what.
crew.
I'll open this during the show
Aim for Zuckus so you can fly
I
the old dark
agree.
card from the
because
region.
there's nothing better than describing how to open a champagne bottle on radio.
I got my
And
Zuckus
Audacity is
on
going.
there.
Hooray, I have waves.
Okay, we're starting Audacity.
Oh, wait,
I
no,
have.
Bye.
What?
Wait, fuck you, John.
What, John?
Jesus Christ.
He can't be heard on the podcast ever again.
What a douche.
New Patreon stretch goal. Actually get him to stay for an episode.
If we get over $20, Montana will do another show.
I don't know if you guys noticed in the chat, but I posted in a list submission and Patrick's idea for a new segment for fun.
Yeah, I
A
was
new
reading
segment.
through it.
Is that
Yeah,
in the
it's
show
like really
notes?
long.
I don't know what to do if I don't have it.
No,
read.
it's in the Google Hangout
The
chat.
Yeah, in the
Oh.
chat.
Oh, no. Well,
Someone
it's
likes-
not going to get rid then.
Someone likes Captain Jostro. It's called Zap and Zap.
All right, I got to get another beer. Hold on a second.
Get another beer.
Fuck, we're like early, even according to standards.
Oh man. So what's everybody drinking?
I'm drinking a Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA, one that I have not come across until I went to Indiana and bought a 6-pack and only drank one because I wanted to sleep the night before the top 32.
Mm.
Yeah.
I drank a lot more than that because I didn't make the top 32.
I'm drinking Bailey's.
Nice. I've got White Christmas from the Sam Adams sampler pack because I love
Finally-
me a sampler pack.
Finally getting down to that one, aren't you? Is that the gingerbread flavored one, or
This is hazy, crisp, and bright. An ale brewed with spices,
ginger
but it's tasty.
and nutmeg?
Probably whatever. I like it. Chocolate bunny stout.
Amaretto sour.
Amaretto sour.
Yeah, that's where you go.
I used to love those in college, but they just give me a heartburn now. So then I started doing whiskey sour, and then I just started doing whiskey.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So what do you think, Ryan? You look like you got a little bit of rest since your jaunt. That picture of you standing there after you won, you looked exhausted.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, he caught me at the perfect time where my eyes were closed.
Sleep standing.
It was a heavy sigh thing. I was like, oh yeah, it's great. But yeah, no, I don't. It's kind of hit still. I don't. It hasn't been like the holy crap, I'm a regional champ, because like I never thought I would hit that at this point. So it's still kind of sinking in, I guess. It'll probably sink in a little more when I can like actually reserve my ticket for Worlds if I go.
Yeah, something I found interesting about that is you can reserve a ticket for Worlds with a regional win, but the registration closes for that at the end of this month. So the winner of the Michigan Regional What happens to them?
Apparently, it reopens again for people who've had regionals in March.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, it's kind of like the same thing. They didn't plan for anything past March because, as we know from the store championship buy cards that I told you about,
Yeah,
they expire at the end of February.
Which I'm sure they'll try to not accept because one of the judges in Michigan is Paragoomba Slayer, and I'm sure he'll strictly try to hold people to it.
That question's already been asked, and it has been answered as yes, they will take the spy cards. It's ridiculous.
Right.
If
that's what PGS does. He does ridiculous things.
For any reason, I just won't play, and I'll take a spot. I don't care.
Yeah. My excitement from like I don't want to get into it on the actual show, but I will mention for everybody for the shit show that on Sunday they had a redemption tournament. It was like Golden Age. You can only play waves 1 to 3 ships. So played my first match, lost like narrowly, and then round 2. They're going around putting people at tables, and I get paired up against Paragoomba Slayer, and I just immediately call for the judge and say, "Yeah, I'll drop. I'm not playing him," and I walked away. Felt good.
Oh, that's funny.
It's supposed to be a fun side event. And with all of the shit that went down the day before involving him, I didn't want to deal with him. So I didn't. And I felt good. So I went over and watched Ryan play a game, and then we headed out. So
odds are it was the mirror match because I had 3 of them.
No, the one that I saw you like the one you won right before we left was against Nate from Chicago.
Yeah, Ray Miranda.
Yeah, and we were sitting there like holy cow, you're not sitting very well. But then all of a sudden, like I saw that his Miranda had like very few upgrades, and I'm like, holy cow, that's a thin Miranda. He has this. Like I know how many points he has. Like he's got this. Because usually, like a standard, like damn near 50-point Miranda, would have just ran and won the game against you, but he didn't have enough points.
Yeah, the combination of Zeb, Bid, and half of the Ghost is 47, something like that.
God damn it, Chico! Go get your fucking shirt on. The rest of us are wearing them.
But it's got pit stains in it. He hasn't washed it.
Wait a minute. It's on underneath. Oh man, that would have been great.
Oh.
What?
Oh, he's going to do
you
it.
Actually had it underneath your shirt. You're just like, fine.
So, fun insider information. You know the picture we took of all the OCXers at Indiana?
Yeah.
So Chico that day wore his General Brown Get Good shirt, and he had to go out into the car to grab the OCX shirt to wear for the picture.
That motherfucker.
Oh my god. What a giant bust you just threw his ass under.
Holy balls. I'm going to rip him a fucking new one.
Don't tell him till like really later.
Instead of Coach waking up to the secret surprise in his room, it might be Chico at Worlds instead.
Yeah, baby. I'll show him my fucking R2.
He did wear it on Sunday, but he wore his traditional brown Get Good, him and Luke Harrington, on the Swiss Day.
I mean, I can understand if it's like his lucky shirt.
I think that's might be some of it.
But we'll talk about it later.
So I definitely did have to drag this out of the dirty laundry, so
I can smell you through the camera.
It must have got really dirty.
It smells like booze and broken dreams.
Booze and broken dreams.
Stained with the blood of the few enemies I defeated.
Booze and broken dreams.
We may as well, like, when you make the shirt with all the sayings on the back, you should just treat it like a concert tour and just have it listed on the
Oh,
back.
definitely. I'm not going to have dates on when they were said because fuck that. I'm not doing all that.
Concert tour list style.
We started a list and we were just going to acronym everything, and it got too confusing. I was like, "Fuck it, just put it all on there. Put it on a shirt." All right, are you guys ready? I think I'm ready. I'm drinking Carlsberg, by the way. You know how long it's been since I've had a Carlsberg?
Oh wow,
I've never even heard of Carlsberg.
Yeah, they definitely taste better in my 20s.
That's what I said when I tried to slits out of a can too.
Back when they had the pop top.
Yeah, they were still. It was still good in the pop tab, Coach. Get your screwed up opening ready after we do our snaps.
Yeah,
It's right here. It's right here. Oh, snaps! Fuck yeah! Oh, go no go! Power cord.
Oh,
Make
snap.
sure.
Make
Everyone
sure
got power cord?
you get some of that stuff in the extras there about the broken dreams and booze there, Montana. Don't let that
Does
one go.
everyone have their booze and broken dreams? Stand by.
I just hit the
I
start
know
button
I
on
do.
Audacity. I waited a little bit later, so at least I won't be part of that.
Okay, headsets apparently all good. Blue wavy things good. Oh man, we started Audacity a long time ago.
You did.
Standby alcohol. Alcohol standing by.
Mm-hmm.
All beers check in.
Snaps. Ready. 3, 2, 1.
Yay.
Sounds good.
That was pretty good.
Commencing intro music.
I lost him.
Good morning, X-Wing! Hey, this is not a test. This is OCX Radio. Time to rocket from the Delta Pilot to the 4BZ. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the OCX Radio podcast, coming to you live from downtown Orange City, Iowa. My name is Aaron the Coach Crawl, and join with me today, once again, Grand Inquisitor of the X-Wing Judge Illuminati, Darth Chico Brown.
Coming in with success from the weekend, but clearly not the best success.
Hey, I like success any way it comes.
Mm-hmm. I'll take it.
Oh my god, it was bad. Sounded good in my head. Also joining us today, the man of the hour, the on top skis of on top skis, Ryan on top Staniszewski.
Regional champion, stealing
champion.
Indiana's agency.
OCX member, but fuck that, he's OCX through and through, baby.
That's what the shirt says.
No matter
He's
what
OG
Dion
OCX.
says.
Fucking OG OCX.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And bringing up the rear, because that's where he belongs, as always, Kyle, the Sloot Stews.
It's Ryan on top, Staniszewski. He will show us the way.
Oh my god. You know, you gotta bring that millennial shit into our show. No way. You know how fucking stupid that made me feel? Goddamn Zach Matthews, like, he doesn't know the way. He doesn't know the way. I'm like, no, I don't fucking know the way.
I don't want to know D-Way.
And then I go and research it and waste absolutely an hour and a half of my life.
Ryan is most definitely the way.
I still haven't seen the video, but like I understand what it's from.
Yeah.
So bad. So bad.
I don't know if I want to know D-Way.
You do not want to know the way.
Clearly, I need to learn D-Way of Flying Fen.
Because they They'll spit on you, my brothers. They'll spit on you. Oh,
I will help you find your way.
Yes.
I'll help you find your way. Oh man! Wow. I'm so glad we're so off track so early. It makes me feel good. Well, boys, I gotta say it. OCX on top, and the only reason is our honorable Bud Knight, Ryan Staniszewski.
Took Indiana, the apparently largest regional in X-Wing U.S. history at this point.
Baby.
Mhm.
Yeah, baby.
We're on top of the top
barely
mountain.
beat out Chicago.
Yeah, by like 3 people. They
So-
mattered though.
Yeah, baby.
I was trying to think about this. I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, I was watching that freaking the first Dilly Dilly commercial, and they're like, the king and his court, and they're all giving prizes, and it's like, wow, that's kind of like OCX, like originally, like everyone's just coming up, and we're super nice, and then some douchebags in there, but whatever, we send them to the pit of misery. But then like this giant battle happens, and we go to Minneapolis, and we are getting our asses kicked. I mean, to the ground, like we were
were
arrows
holding
hanging
on.
out of us and shit. And then all of a sudden, the Bud Knight. There's Ryan Staniszewski on a fucking horse riding down, baby. He's like, I'll fix this shit.
I'll show
Watch
you
this.
The Bud Light.
He's got to get a 12-pack first. But then, oh, it was so good. I was like, holy shit, that's such a good metaphor. I think that's the right way. Well, we're going to go with it. You know what? Fuck it. We're just going to go with the metaphor.
It helps that his armor was the same color as the OCX colors.
was,
So like
see?
all you have to do is
See?
put like the OCX logo over the Bud Light, and it works perfect.
We know people that can do that. The whole commercial, just Photoshop Ryan's face on the Bud Light.
I can do still images, not like old GIF videos. I know I gave you the nice Chris Allen one a little while ago.
Oh boy. Well, let's not flower him too early. But one thing is though, we are gonna do.
Do we lose him?
No, I'm still here, but I think I fucking marked out right there for a
You can't
second.
talk and read at the same time. It's too much.
Okay, so in honor of Ryan's win, I went and bought a bottle of champagne. Now, this tells me to keep my hand on the top and twist and aim away, but somebody else told me that I have to. Oh my god!
Point at the
fuck.
picture.
Am I that bad in that right now?
Stay
Whatever.
focused.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm going.
Your
I'm
thing.
going. Jesus Christ! There we go. Okay, I got it.
Pansy.
Okay, and I'm going to aim it at the picture, and whoever it hits, I have to fly.
I hope it spills all over your crotch.
Well, I should probably have a glass before I do.
Good God. Just drink it or lose it. Drink it or lose it.
That
Go on.
particular
I'm here. Okay, we're good.
still
All right,
image that you
ready?
can get from him holding his hand down there and aiming.
It'll look just like my old picture I used to have up. The champagne bottle in his crotch.
Oh, what a fucking letdown that was.
Oh,
Here we go. We'll just do
you
this.
twisted it out too far.
Oh, no, it hit Vader. Fuck. I don't want to fly Vader. Going for it. Anyway,
There were worse options on that picture.
Yeah.
Dilly Dilly, my friend, sparkling bubbly.
Yeah,
Dilly
Boba
dilly.
Fett.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, I think this is the first time we've actually had champagne on the show.
Yeah, you've had wine on then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now that we're good there, we're in full celebration mode. So we're going to celebrate Chico's Indianapolis Regional Run.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't awful. I'm
It
okay
was
with
great.
it.
Fuck, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It's just not the best one on the show today.
Right. To go and eclipse me.
I mean, is it better to start out or to follow? I mean,
I'll start out. I'll give you a rundown of what I did. So I spent the like 2 weeks before this tournament trying to figure out what to fly because I was doing really well with Poe and I couldn't figure out what to put with Poe so that I could beat Ghost Fen. Because Ghost Fen was my boogie monster. Like I have to be able to beat that. And it turns out nothing I could find could do it. Like I was getting tabled on Vassal trying to find a list, and it was bad. So finally I go, you know what? My friends need some practice, so I'm just gonna fly Ghost Fen against them, and it'll get me some practice with it. I'll get to see how it flies, and they can get some practice. Turns out I really liked the list. Like it's really good, and I'm like, okay, screw it. I'm just running this. Worst case scenario, I get 6 games to see strategies against it. So yeah, decided to run that. And the list type that I was worried about coming up against was like lots and lots of harpoons, because like that would just eat into it super fast. So first thing I get to face is 3 boats in quick draw, which I ended up winning. I played it perfect. Like that was a game that I was super happy about. And the poor guy started running. He forgot about the docked shuttle, and he thought he was up on points. And I wasn't about to tell him. so I won. I ended up killing another gunboat, so it's not like I won on his ignorance. But yeah, there was that. My second list was against Rack and Quick Draw. Obliterated Rack just off the board. Traded him basically for Fen. So Quick Draw versus a full rat or versus a full Ghost. Ghost wins like 99% of the time. He found the 1% by rolling triple evades, triple evades, triple evades, triple evades. Like it was incredible. And yeah, it sucked for me. So I ended up losing that one. Yeah, including like a 5 dice primary that netted 2 hits after all my rerolls, and he just evaded it just fine. I was like, damn it. So round 3 was 2 news, Vader and Countdown. He brought Countdown because you can be like, oh, harpoon, whatever, canceled, 1 hit. So that's pretty cool. But turns out that really sucks against TLTs. And I wiped him off the board. And Vader landed in the wrong spot, wiped him off, and then taking out the gunboats wasn't too bad. And mad props to my opponent, Brian. Those first 2 games were like nail biters. So like I was all like hyped up on adrenaline. And at the beginning of that game, I crashed like hard. And like I was like yawning. My brain was fuzzy. I felt like sick to my stomach. And Brian was nice enough to let me take a break, go to the bathroom, come back, recenter myself, and we played. Otherwise, I just couldn't do it. Like my brain wasn't in it. Like I completely knocked over a Ghost and a gunboat and just ruined the entire board state because I was just gone. So that was fun. Round 4, Dash and Poe. My list is great against Dash and Poe. I win. It actually got down a lot closer than I thought it would because I played my list stupid and gave him a lot of shots without Fen doing anything. So that was cool. But came down to a miracle shot at the end, and I got it. Then I went against triple Chemogilas, all decked out with harpoons and extra munitions. Yeah, that sucks. I thought I was doing really good. And turns out the other guy was really good at predicting everything that I did, and I was doing really predictable things. So my fault. Ended up losing that one. So that was my second loss. And then round 6, played against a guy. If you listen to Gold Squadron, there was a guy there with an illegal list. He had 2 EPTs on one of his ships, and it wasn't an A-Wing. So yeah, and he came down to round 5 when they found it. Yeah, he had Captain Nim with adaptability and expert handling. So why? I don't know, but he had both of those. And yeah, Dion got a full win off of it, and then I got to play him next. But super nice guy, like a lot of fun to play against. I kind of raked him over the coals because I needed the MOV, and he had 2 X-Wings without auto thrusters. So I laid into him as hard as I could. And yeah, but he was super nice. He was cracking jokes beginning to end, whether he was winning or losing or in a good spot or a bad spot. He was just having a blast. So great guy to play against. Chad Heffley, guy who started the CAC. I'm on his board, so he gave me a full set of CAC templates that they did a trial run of. So if you're going to a CAC, there might be templates there that you can buy. So we got an early set, and I ended up giving my set to Paul because he walked up with cardboard templates, and I was like, "You're the first person I've seen at a tournament in a long time running cardboard." So like, I don't want to be insulting, but why? And he said it's just because he's cheap. He bought a set of acrylics for one of his friends who it was his birthday, but he'd never gotten around to getting a set for himself. So I was like, you know what? Boom, here you go. Gave him the CAC ones just because like he was just a super awesome opponent. Like,
Nice.
Great guy. I would play against that guy every day, no matter what list he's flying. So great time. Like that weekend was a lot of fun. I got to give a shout out to Nick, who ran the whole tournament, 160 people, and he was the only judge. And that,
you were mentioning that, like,
well,
you were worried about that.
The store owner was going to do it himself. Fortunately, the store owner wised up and let Nick do it. But like I was telling Nick round 1, I was like, I will drop right now if you need help. Like he was like, no, I got it handled. I'll come ask you questions if I need to, but I can handle it. By the end of the day, he was dead. and he was like, do other events get this many judge calls? And I'm like, yeah, but they usually have 3 to 5 judges. So yeah, like kudos to him for working his ass off. So that was my weekend. And
nice.
Man, we drank an entire case of beer in the parking lot through the day. Just
OCX style, baby. I like it.
I feel like he's the most proud of that.
It started after the first loss. I was like, nope, need this. Walked up to the car and just downed one. It was like, let's calm the nerves.
It's the only way to go. I mean, it's basically a huge sport event for us anyway.
Yeah, I forgot to eat when we were at Minneapolis because I was drinking so many beers. That's great.
You don't need to eat.
Liquid
Apparently,
bread.
they catered for you guys.
Oh yeah, they had donuts for breakfast, and then they had Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch. The only downside of the Buffalo Wild Wings was my game went to time, so I was like standing in line frantically, hoping that I would be able to get there and get something before the next round started. So, like,
you didn't take your own advice. You're supposed to take your shittiest loss right before the lunch break. That way, it's extended.
Right? That did not happen. Now, fortunately, there was plenty left afterwards. So after round 2, I went and got some, and after the next round. But anyways, so yeah, that was super awesome. They didn't have the extra prize support that you would see in a place like Chicago. Like Chicago always has crazy awesome prize support.
Well, you're never going to compete with pastimes.
Well, they did have a couple extra alt art cards that they passed out, like a Lowrick that was the Wookiee from the Christmas special. Which is hilarious.
Oh no!
So yeah, they had a couple little things like that, but it wasn't the extravagance that Chicago is. But they had food for everybody, which was awesome. So I really appreciated that, and I'm a sucker for wings. So there.
All right.
So who wants to do their best Uncle Mark impression?
Sloot.
speaking of Uncle Mark, I got the first fuck you of the day.
Did you get it?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I did not realize he made like a couple of them out, but apparently that was like the most prize support there.
And he was actually mad that I got the first one. He was like, "Damn it!"
Did he number them on the back?
What?
Did he number them on the back?
No, just the first one said the first fuck you of the day. I was so honored.
And you get. Oh man. Anyway, what did Mark go? I think he went 3-3.
I think that sounds right.
He started out like gangbusters, and then
Yeah, and then I think he lost his last 3.
Yeah, he went down quick, and he was very, very unhappy about it.
Chico, me, and Mark were all 3-1, and in between the end of that round and the next round, me and Chico are trying to like point Mark at each other, be like, "No, you fight him. No, you fight him," because both of us are wings with TLT.
Well, I decided to bring, to no surprise, my 4 Y-Wings with TLTs to the tournament. I started off super well, and my opponents didn't know really what to do when I surprised them with my Y-Wings with TLTs. Yeah, I can hear it now. I started out going 3-0, and then everything just went drastically downhill from there. There.
that son of a bitch is causing problems even when he's not on it.
Love you, Uncle Mark. Appreciated the pictures and the updates. And
Did you guys listen to the latest Scum and Villainy? The very end? Apparently people are messaging. People are messaging.
Was it after this past weekend or before?
I don't know. It was the last one they put out.
All right, because like I'm super interested to hear the next one, because Tyler was like furious all day.
Yep.
No, this was before Indian. Am I marking out?
yeah,
We lost you for a second.
there we go again.
Yep.
There we go. Okay, no, we're good.
Okay. Are we?
Apparently, Wi-Fi is better here.
Okay.
No, he went at the end, like when they're wrapping up the show. He's like, "I can't fucking believe how many people are messaging me that I got to get my old man a new computer because of OCX." He's like, "I'm getting messages to buy my old man a computer."
Merry Christmas early, Dad.
Oh man. No, Mark did well. I mean, I'm glad he flew the Y-Wings. Apparently, they're going to be put to bed, though. So
he said that like 2 times before.
I know.
Since we started the show, we've got retirement letters in our mailbox saying,
"Told you guys, I'm flying thug life now."
No, my guess was going to be the Thai aggressors.
Yeah, the police.
Oh, he'll never do that. He'll never go to fucking Imperial. Unless he's losing his mind. And then, whatever. All right. Creme de la creme. Ryan on Topski. This one's going to be long.
Yeah, this is bad. Man,
I want to first parface, whatever. Fuck it. Who cares? You were getting no love on the podcast as of today. Like, it's like, and the winner was a Ghost Fen, and it went into like a lot.
I knew going into that fight, I'm like, all right, so the chat's really gonna want this Rebel Jang to beat this medalist because internet.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, and let's be honest. Both me and Ryan were sad at the fact of what we were flying. And I don't know about you, but every game I sat down, looked at my opponent, and said, "I like your list. I'm rooting for you."
I had that in one notable round, being the second round. I'm like, I've never played a BSF bomber. That looks great, and it's dead. Yeah, I had the same mindset you did. Like, I went into that like, all right, I really don't know what I want to fly. I flew Dash Poe at Chicago. I really don't like the fact that the hotshot co-pilot can just get rid of my advanced optics Poe. So that doesn't sound fun. So let's just fly this list, see what happens, find out what beats me, and move on from there. And apparently win the regional. Just that part.
A nice
And
little breakdown of what
commence
happened.
our Nova Squadron radio segment.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
I'm gonna try and keep these as
Yeah,
short and
baby.
sweet as possible.
Hey, give credit due where credit's due. Like, if you're the only OCX member to remember the names, good for you. Don't feel bad because they don't. Well, maybe they do, but they're
I'm
not
gonna
famous
remember
like you.
the
so.
list more than the names, and if I remember the names, it's probably because it's some people that I already known,
Mm.
and that's no slight to the people if they're listening that I did face. If I don't remember your name, as per what everyone says before they go through this. What?
No,
Alright.
go ahead. I'm just responding to Chico's chat. Fucking, we hit our goal of $0 in the first half hour.
Zero coconut monkey dollars. Now I get to work stripper pole while Ryan does his victory speech.
I'm so glad we set our goals high.
Sorry, Ryan.
Okay.
Why
trying
you-
to maintain
why
a
you
straight
apologizing? He's been on the show plenty of times.
Oh,
He
yeah.
knows how this goes.
Try to keep a straight face while you watch me in the background, Miley Cyrus, this bitch.
You know what? I'll be honest. I probably could because a buddy of mine dressed up as a Halloween costume as Miley Cyrus on the wrecking ball. I had to keep a straight face through most of that night. And he was not a thin dude.
we don't call him Kylie Cyrus for nothing. Oh God. Okay. Go ahead, Ryan. I think we got it all.
All right. So the first round was very interesting.
Against Nicholas Tobin.
I was about to say that because it's very important here.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Because he won Chicago Regional last year.
Oh, that's why it sounds familiar.
So, and he knocked me out of getting in the top cut of Chicago this year in the last round of the Swiss. And I got paired up against him first round.
Revenge!
100-0 revenge.
Oh,
nice.
He showed him the way.
You showed him the way.
No, Chico's right. Like in that game, I'm like, man, this list does do some shit.
Yeah, it is just brutal.
He was not a believer.
No, he did not know.
You did not know doing.
So
Because Ryan never freezes. I never freeze.
he ran Fen and Uldra, a Tani Mind Linked standard, and a Dengar with expertise, hot cop, big cargo shooting title, and maybe something else. I'm like, okay, he came to fight this stuff and maybe hot cop some pose away. I thought going into the tournament, maybe Dengar's a ship that could be troublesome because he has the revenge shot. But PS11 Boost says otherwise, and he never got a revenge shot on the Ghost.
Yeah, I was just going to say, PS11 Boost beats the shit out of Dengar.
They'll come back to that one later. I had another Dengar later to prove me right. So second round was the bomber squad of Captain Nim, Trajectory out with a BSF bomber trajectory out. That's where I'm like, oh, that's cool. I haven't faced that yet. and it happened to be the thing that, because I was PS3 with Lothal Rebel, he had Crimson Specialist, Bob, at 4, so he placed it right on the other side, hoping to bomb me.
Oh, and this is round 2?
Yeah.
Grover Murphy.
Sounds right.
This is gonna be great.
It's like the high school stadium announcement for the number running the ball.
Over Murphy.
So, and then his third ship was a Rebel operative TLT with Sabine. Just a Sabine carrier TLT seems solid, actually. The problem is his bomber and the rest of his list were too separate, and I just killed the bomber and then killed everything else. End of story. I think I lost just Fen. That happens a lot in these lists, Chico. You probably notice you're either 100-0, 100-26, or probably a loss.
Actually, all of my games were bonkers close. it was the most stressful day ever. And that's like, my MOV was awful. Just bad.
Here's the knife, and we twist a little bit.
And he bleeds like a stuffed pig.
Did somebody get this knife out of my back, for fuck's sake?
Oh my god, it's right
That was awesome.
So, round 3 ended up being my first loss, and I'm pretty sure that was against Tom, who ran
Tom Boys. He's one of my Fort Wayne locals who I gave plenty of practice against your very list. So how'd that go? Sorry.
I'm looking at his list as a potential chance to maybe counter the future of this Ghost Fen. He had 3 Chemogillas with long-range scanners and Thweek with advanced sensors and a 3-point bit.
I don't understand how you can fit Jabba the Hutt on any of those ships.
Just how did Minneapolis go?
Unless you cut Jabba the Hutt in half and put one on. Never mind.
So,
Hashtag Jabba meta will take on sooner or later.
treadmill massage.
It's drug money, motherfuckers.
Yes, drug money. That I knew I could not joust whatsoever. I was like, that firepower is too much. So I tried to kite it. I did a decent job in the beginning isolating a ship at a time. But if those Chemogillas get even one shot that they evade or damage, I can't kill it in 2 rounds, meaning it survives a whole nother round and another 3 dice potential shot. I only ended up killing 2 of his cartel brutes, the PS3 ones, and he killed the rest of my list. It's just too much firepower from too many different sources.
Would you say that you couldn't repel firepower of that magnitude?
Sounds about right.
All right.
That's from Star Trek, right?
Yeah.
All right.
You may be
Sorry
cool,
to
but you're
derail
a
it.
cool gangster
Engage.
Spock.
All right, so now you caught me at a tangent. That's not Star Trek.
Yes.
I know. That's what I thought when I first saw that meme too.
I was like, why is this being said right now? I'm so confused.
I don't even know why. What, Chico? What did you do?
What?
I don't know. It's always your
All
fault.
right, round 4.
Make it so.
2-1. This is my second Dengar I fight, and it's Marcel Manzano.
Who's that guy?
He admitted he did not look happy to see the list, but he was not taking it on against me as a player, so that was cool. He did seem moderately down during the game, and I can understand why, as most of my opponents probably were. Whether they showed it or not, it happens.
Apparently that's kind of an OCX syndrome when you face off against a Gold Squadron guy. They just get sad.
I don't know. I had a pleasant experience the last time I played Dion.
Yeah, but we weren't OCX then.
Yes,
we were just fucking nerds. That's what
we're the same dumb shits then.
We weren't unionized then.
Yeah.
We're just like, oh my god, it's Dion.
Marcel game, he kept Thweek out because 4 TLTs burned down.
Oh god.
Yeah. His Thweek was
Thanks, Marcel. Fuck.
I mean, I said it before with Tom's list, so we missed that one.
No, I definitely drank during it. These
Okay.
fucking schlubs didn't, though.
He put every single upgrade possible on both ships, and it still didn't max out the list because it's just Dengar and Thweek. But I dodged Dengar's arc, like the PS11 boost. It's just too much. And by the time he tried to disengage, the TLTs on the way out just killed him. God. All right, Chico, you can help me with round 5 here. Oh no, I know my round 5.
Coming in, round
PGS.
5, the Slayer of Paragoombas, whatever that means, Nicholas Lamara.
Fight!
So I was actually feeling pretty good going into the matchup because I, in theory, should counter his Kanan version of the list because I don't care about his Fen at all. I just can burn down his Kanan. But I don't know. I didn't remember most of that match. Something I didn't approach it right, or the shots I took, crits, whatever. He ended up winning. And then going into round 6, 3-2 at the time.
Oh, now you're not going to mention the part where you like super cheated against him?
Which one?
Which one?
It was potentially 2. But the judge made the call on both
victory.
of them. The judge made the call on both of them.
I didn't hear the other one. What was the other one?
So Chico,
Story time.
end of round TLT, right? Between 2 opposing ghosts. You have initiative tell which one goes first. Do both get to shoot if one dies?
No.
Okay. It was ruled that both get to shoot because it's at the same time.
Oh,
Wait, what?
they asked me and I told them it was wrong.
This is end phase?
The
end phase.
TLT.
There's no simultaneous fire during end phase. There's it's just
It's initiative based. That's what I thought, and that's what Nick thought.
It's initiative based abilities.
Yeah.
So one person does an ability than the other person, unless there's something in the FAQ for core and horn.
That's wiggity whack.
That's what I would look at. So let's look it up. Core and horn.
It never ended up coming into play in our actual game, but it was interesting. It was currently ruled that way because
So you didn't cheat.
No. Judges potentially helped.
Judges cheated. They can do it too. Put it on a card, or shirt, or street sign, something.
A
street sign.
the
Judges too.
The other ruling Chico was talking about was he had a point in the game where he was measuring distances for a shot from his primary on Kanan, or deciding to TLT at a ship I think primary on my Ghost or Fen versus TLT on my Ghost or Fen, whichever. And he's measuring. He finally decides, and I say, "All right, I'm using Fen's ability, so you can't use your tokens." And he's like, "Well, that's a missed opportunity because I was already measuring. That's my ship activation." I'm like, "Judge?" So we called Judge over, and he ruled that because he had not declared his shot, which is part of activating a ship or in the same step, that I should still get Fenrau's ability timing window, and that's not a missed opportunity. And Chico, I don't think you ever got back to me on that was right or wrong, or how
for that one. The way that it really should work is the person should say, "I am activating this ship," and then you should decide, "Okay, I'm using Fen or not," and then they progress along with the rest of the stuff.
Sure.
So to jump back a second. Core and Horn actually answers the question, and both do get to shoot. Why? I don't know. But it says if both players field Core and Horn, the player with initiative chooses first whether or not to resolve his ability and attack. They're discussing the end phase. If the second Core and Horn is destroyed by this attack, do not remove him from the play area. He still gets an opportunity to resolve his ability this round before he is removed, which goes completely against any other multi-abilities triggering at the same time things because reasons.
It sounds like it's shot based.
It is straight up because they said so.
WTF.
Yeah, they're just creating a simultaneous fire for no apparent reason. I mean, even if you had veteran instincts on one of them, it doesn't matter because they said so.
It's the end phase. There's
end
no
phase,
PS ability in the end phase.
Right. Exactly. So to answer your other question, down in the QA portion of the FAQ, during the combat phase, when does a ship become active ship? The process occurs in the following manner. The appropriate player nominates one of their eligible ships at the current initiative value. This ship becomes the active ship, and it may begin the process of performing an attack by measuring range to valid targets.
Okay.
So that's when it activates.
So you cheated on one end that you thought you weren't cheating, but you didn't cheat on one end that you did think you were cheating.
I'll be judged on both.
Hey, split skis.
It was against Nick Lamar. Who cares?
Okay, back to better things. Round 6, 3 and 2. I'm like, I just need to win. My MLB is great because even against the loss against Nick at the time, I got a ton of points, and I had 100-0 and 226 games, and my loss that was bigger against Tom, I got like 44 or something. So 6th round, sit down. I'm like, all right, let's see what the matchup is. Rolls over, 3BQD.
This is Sean Anderson.
Yep, he was a great dude. We talked a lot about things outside of X-Wing, what each other do, jobs and hobbies and whatnot. I was able to pull off an extremely early flank. My 2 first maneuvers with the Ghost was like 4 straight boost as he was coming out of his corner, and he was still going straight. So by the time I got there, his 2 turns, the next turn, I'm already behind him. So I just got a really early flank on him, and I ended up 100-0ing him. So, and I got 20th place, the second highest, 4 and 2 behind Mikkel from Stay on Target.
And Sean Anderson, he's an indie guy. He's the guy who lights up like epic ships and I guess any other ship with LEDs and fiber optics. Like he has some ballin' ass looking ships.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And this is promptly at the point where I went, wee! Ryan made top 32.
And I was down at 47th.
Out of 162, for goodness sake. Yeah. That's pretty fucking good.
To compare, Ryan's MOV was 886. My MOV was around like 700.
Wow, that's not.
That was bad.
A lot.
I ended up being the Ranger. My MOV was higher than most of the 5 and 1s.
Yeah, but you were. Oh, I got you. Okay, you were 4 and 2, and your MOV was better than 5 and 1s.
Yeah. So top 32. First matchup was a mirror match of sorts. He chose to protect his Fen a little bit more by giving him Chewbacca crew, which that was very interesting. And then he also,
I suppose that could save you from like some brutal crit that
or Kylo
ruin you.
It's just flat out 2 more health. You discard a damage card, gain a shield.
Right.
So that's not bad. I mean, I'm not using a focus token at all, so unless it's on my own Fenrau. And then he had flight assist on his Fenrau as well. Besides that mirror match, we had about 15 plus minutes of just pure positioning, just flying around the map, finding the best route. After my game against Nick and Swiss, I realized I need to do as much as possible to make my primaries count and his primaries either not hit me in terms of me arc dodging him or just do everything possible to win the damage race, pure attrition. I ended up doing that, winning the game. Second, top 16, I go up against Franch from Stay on Target. This is another mirror match, but this time he does have Hotshot Copilot, but he does still have flight assist. This game completely came down to, because we were neck and neck in the damage race the whole time. I got a blinded pilot, and he gave me initiative, so he didn't shoot that round when we had a primary range 1 engagement. Yeah, that was pure swinging point. Besides that, equal damage race. Extra side note, the first game, he also won the role, so I was given initiative the first 2 games of the mirror match and was able to pull both of them out. So I felt actually decently confident now, realizing that you may...
Quit watching fucking YouTube, Kyle.
So after I won that, I was super stoked because I already got my goal of making my first top cut at regional, and then I got my first set of dice, and I was super happy, and I was like, everything after this is pure gravy. And I go up against Nate Moore from Gold Squadron. He's a real cool dude. Good paint job on his ships. I think his girlfriend or wife does that. She had a really cool Asajj steampunk looking one. He was really interesting to play because it seemed every turn he was doing his dials, like he was consistently talking about math and the probability of stuff that should have happened in the round before. So I feel like he's one of those guys that does the probability of every single potential engagement in his head before he sets the dial for the incoming round.
Oh, that's a bad way. That's a bad way to do it. Gotta go by the gut. Ryan Farmer style.
Yeah. Is that the way?
It's the way, baby. It's the only way.
Ryan is definitely the way.
In the game itself, he kept Miranda far too long out of the fight. Ray, I could focus purely on Ray, and I was fine. An early engagement, probability-wise, he shouldn't have taken as much damage as he did, but stuff happens. And I was able to finish off Ray eventually, and then clean up Miranda because it was going to time, and he didn't have enough damage done with Miranda, and he had to just go in on it. In the same turn, I wiped Miranda off. So, and then, yay, incoming top 4, another mirror match.
I'm always excited when Miranda blows up. That always makes me happy.
I'm gonna time in here. So at this point, I'm pretty sure I've already been screaming at Dion, like, get my boy on stream! Get him on stream!
Yeah, except he kept getting the mirror matches, and
I know.
literally anything else was more interesting.
And so he was top 4. And I'm like, I messaged him directly. I'm like, personal fucking favor, dude. Get my boy on stream. I want him on stream. Please, just give me this chance. And I noticed that when it came up, it was like, what was it, the Star Viper guy or the other guy? They weren't going to move him. And I understand. You don't want the mirror match on the stream. So I was like, okay.
The 4
Maybe
rebel
that's
guy.
the thing. Because I'm super fucking superstitious. And I was like, don't put him on stream now because he'll lose. And I'm like, this is good. This is good news. And like 20 minutes later, he's like, Ryan won. I'm like, I fucking knew it.
Yeah, I was just celebrating around. My wife is like, what the hell is so exciting? I'm like, oh boy, Ryan won. Woo! She's just sitting there watching her phone while I'm watching on TV the stream, just waiting, just listening in anticipation. I'm like, did he win? Oh my God, he won! Woo!
I'm sitting here on the stream just fucking OCX on top, OCX on top, OCX on top. I'm pretty sure at that point Dion's like, one more fucking time, and I'm banishing him. I was like, all right, I'm cool. Like, we'll watch the game. So it is the finals.
Well, it's at top 4, real quick.
Sorry.
No, trust me, when Dion came over to set up the stream, I'm like, Dion, you want to see double Ghost on the top 4 stream? He's like, no, it's okay.
I want to see triple Star Vipers versus Rebel Jank.
Yeah. No, he was so in on those triple Star Vipers as soon as it hit top 8. I think it was on 2 times in a row.
Yeah. And I can see that. It's super different. And
So this time, this is an exact mirror match. He has the R2 astromech. I'm still not sure if that is a coincidence that the highest 2 Ghost Fens had R2 versus all the others had Flight Assist.
I was going to ask you that question. What made you take R2 over Flight Assist?
So partially it was because I saw with Steven Gonzalez, I'm like, all right, there's some success there. And as long as I can just fly Fen better and just stay closer, once I'm in the engagement, I'm not locked into doing those green moves at base, just 1 straight, sure, that's fine. 2 straight, 3 straight, okay, rear arc. 2 banks, man, if you want to turn it all, 2 banks is not like slow enough. Sometimes it gets a little too far into something. Having 1 banks and 2 turns is money as soon as you're in the engagement.
I was just thinking that.
I would have paid a lot to have the 2 turns. The flight assist was good for some situations, but when you fly Fen in general like trash, flight assist doesn't save you. So maybe I should have gone with the other one, because like there were a lot of situations where I was like, okay, I can go over here and then I'll just use flight assist to save me. And turns out I was an idiot and flight assist couldn't save me. So if I didn't have flight assist, maybe I just be smarter. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like when I talked to anyone else who took flight assist, they were mentioning, oh, it helps me keep up with the ghost, in terms of like getting the free booster barrel to keep flying with it leading up to the engagement or leaving. And I'm like, I think if I just play it right, I should be able to do that too without it. So that's what I went for. And yeah, those 2 turns are so money.
Yeah.
So me and the guy who I faced discussed, like, because he ended up winning the issue roll. All my opponents I faced in the mirror won the roll off, so they always decided, and I thought it was kind of funny. I'm like, yeah, you get to decide, and because we discussed before, like, it does initiative matter either way, and he decided to take it because the off chance that he gets the blinded or he gets the advantageous critical on our primaries, and then I just boosted when I could, and I got way better primary shots than he did throughout the game.
Chat, we actually got the triple star Viper guy in the chat right now. Ben Knotts. Ben? Is it Ben or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ben Knotts, yeah. Dilly, buddy. Fucking
Dilly.
Dude, that guy's balls have to be like fucking huge. I mean, holy shit. Huge.
He did say he wanted to fly against me instead of the Rebel Jank. I would have been interested to see the matchup, though, that's for sure.
Triple fucking star Vipers. I mean, I thought my list was bad, but oh my god. That would have been great. Like bowling balls.
Huge.
Huge. They're fucking huge. All right, go ahead, Ryan.
We'll wrap up the finals. So we're in the finals. I look at the list, and it's honestly, in my mind, a list building beauty. For anyone who hasn't seen it, look it up. I can't go through everything; that's too much.
It was awesome.
It was really cool. Though.
It was so awesome.
Shorthand, Y-wing with chopper with a lot of stuff to regen from. A Strezra, a Lorik, and a flight assist rookie pilot. A rookie freaking pilot on the final table.
I'll butt in here. The fuck?
Yeah, P65. And people complain you don't see X-Wings on the table. I mean, checkmate.
Yeah, I know. Clearly top tier in meta right now.
Fucking rookie pilot. S1, bitches.
So
I don't know what the fuck it is. Tier S, Tier 1.
I look at the list and I'm like, all right, I need to treat this similar to how I treated the QD3 boats. I need to quickly get to their flank or behind them and force them to try and turn around while taking TLT shots. I took a glimpse in my top 4 game when he was setting up. He set up a lot of times parallel to his own board edge and moving outward and then turning in.
You sneaky bastard.
Yeah, I know. It's a free scouting. Because I don't know. What am I going
You're
to
just
scout
like
with
that,
3
this
star
bottle of
vipers?
champagne. That's
He's like the kid.
snuck right up on me, and she's empty now.
He's like the kid that you invited over to play GoldenEye back in like middle school, and he's sitting there glancing at your screen to see where you are and
I'll
to
have
shoot
you
around
know,
the corner.
I was
Son of a
not
bitch.
the screen watcher. My friend was. He was.
He's sitting there playing Prox Mines like perfect, like a Brox, like
Right?
A Brox. Like a pro.
So
Did you mean
I-
boss?
We tried. We failed.
early on his set, so he set a parallel just like I saw before. He needed to do a straight maneuver to start turning in, otherwise he was turning into a rock. So that gave me 1 turn to make sure how fast he was going. So that's why I did the 1 straight. As soon as I saw what he did, I did the fen 1 bank towards the board edge and prepared to either do a 3 bank or 3 straight to get up the board quick, which I did. The boost on the next turn didn't get me out as many arcs as I wanted to. And the mistake that I made, the biggest one in the whole tournament, was not using Fen's ability on that X-Wing target lock at range 1 that originally rolled 0 damage and gave me a major hull breach.
Yes.
Oh.
And
Yep.
in later turns, I'm trying to TLT lower because I figure, sure, I have a soft focus with Ezra. If I TLT lower, I should be able to pull that stress off. He nattied 3 evades with a reinforce.
Dude, we were all fucking like, it was insane. We're all hitting the floor like every single natural evade he was throwing. I'm like, for fuck's sake, Ryan,
I
roll
was-
something better than hitting a
I was
focus.
freaking out. I was looking at the dice as they were being rolled, literally. I'm like, what is happening? I'm like,
Now,
this wasn't that bad of a situation to be in. It looked terrible, but like, what is happening is what I just couldn't believe it.
yeah, it was ridiculous. Like, and when that final evade got rolled and I didn't pull 1 stress off through all TLTs, I still had 2 stress. The whole like streaming area just went, whoa, like jeez. So I'm sitting there.
You're like,
PS0.
oh, fuck.
Yeah. So in that time, I'm like, all right, getting rid of stress at this point does
Yeah.
me nothing.
Hey, Ryan, shut up for a second.
I know.
We got
What is happening?
We just got $1.
Yes! Woohoo!
Dilly fucking dilly, motherfuckers!
We made it! Filthy internet money!
$1 in the past, baby.
Tell
US
Montana,
currency, here we come.
tell Montana everything's paid for. It's done. You just have to wait like 30 months or so. Oh. Oh God. All right.
Excitement I've had
Back
since.
to you, Ryan.
Back to you, right?
So the crit status at this point, still have the major hull breach with 2 stress, have a structural damage. I don't care. I think I got no, I didn't get a loose stabilizer yet. That was in the next turn. And then like
that would suck.
and then something else that didn't matter. So I'm at 2 stress. I figure, all right, if I do the 2 bank, I still don't pull my stress off. If I do the 2 turn, maybe I block Ezra from just shooting the gap and trying to catch up on me, which happened. And I was really happy
Yeah,
about that.
dude. That block was amazing. Oh, and you had the Y-wing block too, didn't you?
No, that Y-Wing was already still skirting away, I think.
No. You sure?
I thought so.
I thought you had Ezra and the Y-wing both blocked.
No, that was in a later turn.
Oh, okay.
That was in the next turn, I'm pretty sure.
I'm coming way too fast. Sorry, it happens often.
I was not prepared for that.
So I block him, and I think I think he made his major mistake of the game on his part. He took a focus on Lorik instead of a reinforce. Now I understand that could have pushed through more damage, but I hot copped it anyway.
And that I didn't understand. I saw that. I was like, holy, like, I was like, that doesn't look like his reinforced token. It looks like a focus token, and I didn't understand it. But you were sitting on how many hull with your ghost?
Oh God, let's see. Structural.
You were like 3 hull, I think.
Structural.
Yeah, he was getting way down there.
PS0. I at this point probably took about 3 to 4. I think at least 4 damage at that point.
I think his idea was to just burn the ghost down this round.
I completely understand that. But then he rolled all blanks.
Then he rolled all blanks.
And I was like,
that's true. That's a shitty fucking roll.
And that was, I mean, even the hot cop, it wouldn't have mattered, but I had to do it because that's just he took an action to lose one at that point.
Yeah.
And then from what I hear, when I killed Lorik, you guys went nuts.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Nuts is not even the word for it. I was jumping on my fucking couch at the store.
Oh my god!
I was like, he's got it. He's fucking got
the tides have turned. We've got this.
Woo! And then it was all quiet in the store to see the next couple of rounds.
So the next, I think, within the next round or two, like that's where I got the loose stabilizer. I do a 2 bank, and that's where I block Ezra and the Y-wing, and I pull off the major hull breach. Finally, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
that was something too. You had like 4 hull left, didn't you? And you finally got that thing flipped over.
Yeah, I feel like it was about 4 or 5.
5 or 4 hull, yeah, something like that.
It really sucks when TLTs do crit.
Oh yeah.
Well,
you've got an assload of hull, and every TLT shot does a critical.
That entire
you got 3 direct hits too, didn't you?
That was one of them. I got a direct hit, so that's why there's 2 up. So I only got one of those. I somehow managed through these crits, and I didn't get like a debilitating one. Like I said, no weapons failure, no blinded pilot.
Yeah, you got super fucking lucky.
Yeah, I mean the directs always suck, but in terms of ones that...
Are we at the turn where you drop out Zeb?
Almost, yes.
Okay. That was my favorite turn.
Keep it in your pants. Keep it in your pants.
Okay, I'll keep it in there.
It's about up here right now.
It's so hard.
So at that point, I'm like, all right, what is an action going to do me on this ghost? Because if I 2 bank and pop Zeb out, I might get stressed anyway with where Ezra is, just because the snapshot and move and whatever. So, and I'm like, all right, I could pull stress off anyway. My ghost doesn't need an action at this point. So I do the 3 bank to get further in the corner because his Y-wing's on the way out. Pop Zeb out, focus, whatever. And Fen PS kills Ezra. Ezra at this point isn't doing any damage because he's got a weapons failure. He's throwing 1 dice, maybe 2 at range 1. So Zeb comes out. That entire turn was perfect. Fen got PS killed. Zeb shot at the Y-wing, did like 3 damage. The Y-wing shot back, did 2 more to the ghost, and I TLT'd that Y-wing dead. So by the end of that round of that shuttle popping out, killed Y-wing, killed Ezra, only X-wing left. I don't know if you wanted to interject because you wanted to wait for that round.
I did, because the
whole time I was like melted though.
The whole time, like, you took forever trying to decide what you were gonna do with the ghost. I'm like mind melding with you. I'm like 3 bank,
take my energy,
fucking Zeb out. Poop Zeb out. And I was like, he's right there. Just do it. Just do it already. And it was like 4 more fucking minutes until you did it. And I was like, oh my God, he's got this. And it was Zeb focus, Fen focus. And I was like, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. And then, oh God, it was fucking glorious.
It really was too. Oh man, that rookie pilot's like, I'm coming back in to save the day, guys.
And then everything blows up in his face.
And 3 hull, and just like that,
And
not
I don't
existed.
know. I don't know if it was like I don't know if Dion was friends with the other guy or what.
It
But
sounds like he goes to Chicago once a month.
the commentary was I mean, it was nowhere towards Zach Matthews' fucking Nathan Ides game, but it really felt like he was rooting for the other guy.
I think everybody was just because of the ghost.
Yeah.
And the minute you landed that TLT shot, the first one, that like killed him, and it's like, no, but your integrated astromech, your rookie pilot could win the whole thing. And I'm like,
no.
ain't gonna fucking happen. And Gordon was like, sometimes enough is just enough. And then right at that moment, which was perfect, you fucking spread the OCX stickers out.
That was glorious, and they frantically went to the gold squadron
a
splash
solid
screen.
good 2.5 seconds while everyone could see it, and then you just hear Dion and Gordon go fade to black for Christ's sake. Fade to black. It was, oh my god, it couldn't have been more OCX ever.
I'm so happy that most of the game took place in a corner because that was a very clean corner, and I just
oh yeah, you spread them bitches out like a pro.
Where did you get all the damn stickers?
Did you not see the stack? Mark just gave
Are
me a
you
whole
fucking
bunch of
kidding me?
Mark
I
gave him
sent
all
Mark
the-
120 stickers. I sent him 120 stickers.
Yeah, he gave me a stack, and I was like, please, someone take these.
I'm like, I gave enough for everyone in the place. Well, apparently not, because I didn't realize there was going to be 162 players at Indianapolis. But
So
Or
for
Indy.
the people who are watching on YouTube, hold on.
Let me present. You gotta. Oh my God, mouse work. Do your job. There we go. All right. Now you can.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta hide the fucking presenters.
There we go.
Very
Fuck,
nice.
nobody-
Baby.
Take a picture of it, Ryan. Take a picture of it. We'll post that bitch on the fucking Facebook page and
All right.
every
That is a
other
glorious
Facebook
display.
page I'm a member of. But oh god, no, that was and then to top it all off, this is what's great about the whole thing is he had to get interviewed.
Yeah, and the moment he sits down, he says OCX on top, and Dion like scolds him.
Dion half-ass loses his shit.
Oh, I'm still presenting. I don't know if you want to.
I know. I'm trying to get it off, but it's not working. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, it was so great because you're like, like the headset didn't even touch your ears. You're like OCX on top. And he's like, hey, congratulations. No, wait a minute. No,
Yeah, immediately he was like, congratulations, and I'm like, OCX on top. He's like, no.
And okay, I have my own little story that I'm going to interject into this. I streamed OCX on top in the Twitch channel one time, and then I tried to do it again, and I was banned for 582 seconds.
That is.
Do you know how long 582 seconds is?
I feel like you counted.
I would, and the problem is I'm watching it on our TV screen on the store, so I'm HDMIing it to the store TV, but the computer's over here, so I have to keep walking over and typing on the keyboard, but the TV's so small I can't see what I'm typing. I hit enter, and then they're like, nope, still banned. I'm like, for fuck's sake. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait a solid minute. And what I think a minute is not a minute. And I'm like, OCX on top, enter. You're still banned for like 375 seconds. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And
you might have been slightly obnoxious,
I think
but valid, very valid.
Only
I think
one time,
Dion is-
Coach.
I think Dion is pleading ignorance in that he does not know how to ban anyone from Twitch. But that's fine, because I was going to spam the fuck out of that Twitch page.
He knew it was coming. That's why he
It was a good thing that I was banned. Let's just say
Burn it
that.
down.
I was so fucking happy, dude, and proud of you. Holy shit.
Thank you.
Oh. That and when Dion was like, you have a local thing going on. I'm like, no, fuck that. He is OCX. He is OG OCX. First of all, he's been here since the beginning of the YouTube days. He has stood by us, blah, blah, blah. He's got the shirt. He's got the fucking shirt and everything. We don't give these shirts out. These are OCX guys only.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, Tom, when he beat me, he was like, so, like, the OCX thing is like, do I get anything for beating you guys? Like, one of those shirts? I'm like, no.
We can share a beer in the parking lot if you want.
I was like, you're on the podcast, but you're not, the 4 podcasters, I guess. You didn't get 100-0, did you?
Nope.
Me?
Yeah.
I
See,
didn't.
you're fine.
Yeah.
I had at least one game that I was looking at going, okay, I need to kill something. So
It's fine. If Chris doesn't know about it, it doesn't count. So fuck it.
I'm sure somebody
he'll
would raise a
find out.
fuss and demand it get known.
That's
And
'cause
I
you're-
actually carry around my set of templates that if somebody tables me, they can have them. I've had it for like a year now.
Oh, is that how that's supposed to go?
Well, no, like he sent me a set like a long while ago for something, and I used them for a while, but I just carry them around now as like an extra set. And if I ever get tabled, I'm just gonna go and just there you go, just dump them on them.
No, fuck, that doesn't count. You have to make them take a picture of you and then put it on their Facebook page, and then sub fucking BCC in Chris Allen, and then you force him to email shit or regular mail. I don't know.
You can't send templates over email. I've tried.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
the day when everyone owns a 3D printer. How great will that be?
Right.
Oh my god! Just a program to print some
Then,
templates.
then I tell you what, OCX will send out templates to whoever owns 100 owns the podcast.
No, we're not starting that.
Don't say that too early.
Yeah.
What's it? No. Yeah,
We'll send out
no.
the email
All
of
right.
it, the schematics. You can print them yourself.
So I kind of want to break down a little bit of. We didn't mention the name of the squad yet, and I know
I was
Ryan.
about to get to that.
Ryan, he knows the way.
Ryan, let Kyle do it. He doesn't talk much.
Yeah, I don't talk
I've been
much.
talking a lot,
I've
so
become
go
the new
for
Montana. So you have a story behind the name that you've come up with for the list, and Spectre 7 is what you're saying is the name.
Spectre 7, yeah.
Yeah, Spectre. Yep.
It's lore reason, because in the Rebels, because it's a thematic list, guys.
No,
So-
it's not thematic because one phantom was destroyed before the other one popped up.
The Fen
Can't
round
have
does
both
not
of 'em.
have the title. Get out of here with that.
Oh,
It's just a random sheathipede he found somewhere.
Exactly, they had it. So I don't know. I was like, this thing doesn't technically have a name as far as I know. Steven Gonzalez hasn't given it a name, so you know what? I want a regional. I'm going to give it the name that I gave it on my little squad builder thing, Spectre 7, because the Rebels TV show has Spectre 1 through 6 as their call signs. There is no 7, and there is a Lothal Rebel pilot. They got a new pilot. Spectre 7. Sure.
Worked for me.
yeah, it totally works. When I heard about it on the stream, Dion talked about it while they were, I think they were playing the Triple Star Viper 4 Rebel list about the Spectre 7 list. I thought it made sense. I mean, it was really cool. I mean, I watch Rebels.
Yeah.
I was just glad that I finally got to fly my my plastic Lothal Rebel card. I was happy about that.
Yeah, I don't have a plastic one. I just got the regular one.
Yeah. I'll have to see if I have an extra because I feel like you deserve that.
I'm going to System Open. I feel like I'm going to get 1 or 2 of them anyway.
I'll see you there. I'm
Yeah.
judging it. I'll make sure you get one.
Okay, cool.
This is wink, wink, nudge,
Yeah.
nudge.
So
We
does
lost
this-
Coach.
I was about to say, does this feel like commercial time? That's what it says in the show.
Hey, so
Yeah,
so
commercial.
why not? And let's show them the way to commercial.
Show them the way.
I need another beer.
Yes.
So can we get hype again for another second? We're already up to $23 on Patreon.
Oh,
That's just enough to...
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, Chico probably heard it because he was there at the time, but anytime that they announced something really cool towards the end of the Swiss day, Mark had on his phone the after every time he said something really cool about the event.
The air horn noise. That's
I
amazing.
did not hear that.
No, yeah, he was sitting right there after he took the whole picture thing, and yeah, he's just like, yeah, it was the largest regional in the U.S.
That's
Oh.
awesome.
So so I'm
Another
going
big
into the bathroom, and
Interesting story.
the
Yeah.
Mao brothers are
Commercial.
outside, and I'm like, champagne is a hell of a drug. And they're like, why are you drinking champagne? I was like, because Staniszewski won the fucking regional. He's probably going to be the only OCX guy to ever win a regional. And the Mao brothers are in there like, thanks, fucking coach, for the confidence. And I'm like, confidence doesn't get you shit, guys. But I don't know. Maybe it does. We'll see. Omaha's coming up, boys. Omaha's coming up.
So, somebody said that that they're going to jump on Patreon for a ludicrous amount of money just to see the reaction and then remove it before it asks for payment. I approve.
I also approve. I might get naked.
Oh no, no!
Sounds
Just
like a good time to get another beer.
What's the secret behind Coach's nakedness?
Hey, well, money, obviously. No, we went super long. We should do a commercial break here soon.
I did mention that when you went away. I'm like, this is probably a good time for a commercial, and then Chico's like, yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, motherfuckers are trying to steal my goddamn job. You know what? Sooner or later, I'm gonna be out of a fucking job, and you guys can do this.
We didn't know how long you were going to be away, so I'm like, I was like,
I mean, champagne's a hell of a drug, and it takes a long time to pee that shit out. But no, during the commercial break, we're gonna do a little ad libbing because we have a new sort of sponsor. So we're gonna do an ad libbing and see if this works.
okay.
It'll be fun for everyone.
You probably missed hearing this first part of it. You heard the air horns at the end, but Uncle Mark, towards the end of this day of Swiss, he, when the judges and the store owner were up there, like announcing all those cool things that happened, like, oh, the biggest in history. Thanks everyone. Glad to see everyone. Top 32 posted here. After every time they said something like that, Uncle Mark on his phone presses the button. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh no! Oh no! Mark,
Everyone.
you're that guy. No, we're not making headbands. We look like fucking hipsters here. Shut up! You're already on the podcast, so be quiet. They're asking for fucking headbands.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Never mind. Don't pay any attention to those two.
Sure.
Okay. So apparently we're already in commercial break. This is awesome.
Yeah, because you walked away and the note said commercial break.
So I'm gonna try it out. We have a new sponsor. He gave me permission to do an ad the OCX way. So
Oh God, what a mistake!
So we're gonna do we're gonna do a little ad-libbing theater for you guys. So who wants to be involved? Raise your hand.
Can we know what's happening first?
Oh, no, it's ad-libbing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Let me just wait for Kyle. We can get all
Ready?
of this.
scene takes place in a deep and dark game store where people are playing X-Wing. Ready, go. Oh, hey guys, hey. I'm kind of new to the game. Can I get a pickup game?
Yeah, sure. What are you flying?
Well, I just bought like 4 sheathpedes, so I'm thinking this coordinate action is pretty cool. So I'm probably gonna fly that.
Yeah, sounds great. Have you heard of harpoons? I'm running a bunch of them.
Oh no. What? Well, I'm pretty sure I can evade those because I got two defense dice. But so here's my stuff.
What is that?
It's the stuff that came with the ship.
Wait, cardboard?
Well, yeah, cart. I mean,
that's
is there anything? What do you got?
Acrylic? Magical acrylic?
Well, whoa, what? I don't have that stuff.
Well, maybe you should get some.
I don't know where to get. I mean, wow, that looks so cool on the board and everything. It's like those tokens don't come in the cardboard, do they?
And
No, you got to go get them from somewhere else.
Well, man, gee whiz. Where do I get stuff like that?
Well, have you tried winning?
What is happening?
I mean, I'm not. Fuck you, Kyle. You're not in this.
Like I went to go get a beer and like I come back to this. Like I don't understand.
I have to get back into character now.
I don't know how to end this thing.
I'm
so bad at acting. Nobody told me this was coming. Quick, Kyle, show them the way.
I mean, this is like my first game. No, I didn't even know there was acrylic stuff.
Honestly, I don't know where to go with this.
It looks
like
it looks way better than my cardboard stuff. Gee, I wish there was a place on. There's a really cool place called Etsy that would be really. Like, if someone made stuff like this, it would be the perfect place.
Oh, you're talking about Curled Paw Creatives?
Curled Paw Creatives? Wow. I never heard of that place. Well, I think I should go there. Are they on Etsy?
Yeah, they are.
So Curled Paw Creatives makes X-Wing acrylic tokens?
X-Wing and many more if you get into any other games.
What other games?
Destiny.
Do they do Legends of the Five Rings? Because I'm kind of getting into that too.
Yeah, of course they do.
Wow! I guess I'm going to go right to Etsy and type in Curled Paw Creatives to go see what kind of awesome acrylic tokens and markers and templates they have for X-Wing, Destiny, Legends of the Five Rings, and other assorted FFG games. Woohoo!
God damn it.
Cue the music as he shops on
Good
Betsy's
luck,
website.
Montana. Oh, holy hell. That was
I wanna
so
know-
bad.
What kind of fucking music gets put in the background of this
No,
shit right now?
no fucking music on that
no.
one. No music.
Like the same
Straight
music that
cut
goes
it
behind the two
silent.
girls, one cup.
Oh, Andrew is gonna love that.
Oh my god.
I don't think we could have written that any fucking better. I love it when Chico just takes the headset off. He's like, I'm not going to be a part of this. No,
I had no idea where to go. I was so done. Mad Medic wants his Patreon dollar back.
Seriously, I feel sorry for everybody that was listening to everything that I didn't hear while I was going to retrieve my beer. I come back down and I'm like,
I was telling him to wait for you.
I come back and I'm listening to what I'm hearing in the headset. I'm like, where's the unmute button? I'm like,
no,
what the fuck am I listening to?
that was pure gold.
I was like, something seriously weird is fucking happening right now.
Right.
That's all I can think of.
Right. I don't know what just happened.
I leave for 3 minutes and this is what happens.
It was the greatest curl pot fucking radio and commercial ever.
No one said shit about there being a commercial. I just come back and like, it's like
Jesus.
Chico and Coach are having this weird, like, pre-scripted love conversation.
No, it wasn't pre-scripted.
It was no script at all.
I was just like, oh, I feel like I'm watching fucking Days of Their Lives at lunch right now.
Kyle, this is the information we got. Who wants to do some ad-lib commercial? That's it.
That's it. That
my
was all
God.
it was.
We didn't even know who it was for. Like when I
Oh,
said
yeah.
Curl Paw, I just like shot it from the.
I totally forgot to tell them it was for curl paw.
So I'm just like, this has to be it. If I'm wrong, this is only better.
So I tried to lead him into it, and Ryan was just like, "Fucking curl paw." I was like, "Thank God he got the right one." Because halfway through the whole thing, I just realized I never said who we were doing the ad.
No. That's why I was like, information, please.
It was like a bad porn intro.
Oh, it was so
It's
good.
like, what was it? The lemons or something? Which one was that?
Oh no. Sorry, Bad Medic. This bitch is going to be on once a week.
Like what Jerry said. Just end the commercial with what the fuck is happening.
We'll just do Yum Nub straight into that.
Oh, God.
What do you mean I'm so bad at this game? I thought that was awesome. Fuck. Oh, apparently I'm going to have to hear it to see how bad it is. I'm sorry, Andrew. I'm sorry. We'll write something better up next. Oh man. Nate, nobody ever said this podcast wasn't fun. They may have said it was the second worst podcast, but at least they said it wasn't the worst. Oh, that was bad. That was some bad backup right there. Carlsberg and champagne do not mix.
Oh,
boy.
That sounds awful.
I don't know really how we can come back from that one. Sorry. Well, we'll cover that. I guess we can start off with what do you guys think can beat the list? Hint, hint, Jabba the Hutt.
I can throw my idea in there.
Let's see. What are some good strategies against mirrors? That's a good question. We haven't answered yet. Do we need to mention anything for Worlds? I mean, we should. We'll do it at the end of the show. Fuck it. If you haven't gotten your room yet, too bad. OCX is on ground floor, bitches. Sound travels up. It's just like heat.
but the vomit flows down.
But the vomit flows down.
That's why they put you on the bottom floor.
Oh no, we preferred it just to save everyone else. All right. Coming back in from commercial.
The best commercial.
Well, thanks, random actor, for plugging that wonderful. I can't even do
it. And now that you called it out, Montana has to get it done.
I know. It's so great.
Oh, sorry, Montana. Just drown yourself in that filthy internet money to make yourself feel better.
Thank you, Curl Paw Creative, for that wonderful insight into why I should not be running cardboard anymore. To get back to the show, if you've left us, I don't blame you, but it's gonna be your loss. Whatever. So we have the champions of this. What I'm hearing is called the Spectre 7 list, and I like that name a hell of a lot better than whatever the fuck else it was called. So, for a man who went 4-2, a new man who won the whole fucking thing, I think we should be able to have a very good conversation about A, what do you guys theorize could beat the list beforehand?
All right, I'll take this. So
of course you will.
First of all, the thing that really beat me down was like massive amounts of harpoons. Like that hurts. Large ship counts, that hurts. Quick draw, that can't roll blanks on evade dice. Fuck him. So that hurts. But so what I decided that I was going to build a list that I wanted to be able to take down a ghost, and I didn't want to just punt to the whole rest of the meta, because I've heard some ideas and they're great against ghosts, but I immediately follow it up with, well, how are you going to do against 3 boats and quick draw? And they're like, I just lose. So I was like, oh, okay, you got to at least do okay against those things, or you're just bringing a hard counter and praying to you meet them all day. So what I'm looking at, I'm playing on the massive amounts of harpoons, and then also one really critical card, Boba Fett, the upgrade crew, because you need to strip that TLT off of that ghost. If it doesn't have that TLT, that entire list is worthless. So what I'm working on, and there's a lot of cards that can be moved around and messed with, but it's Tirani Kolda in the Chemogila, and then a Cartel Executioner Chemogila, and then a Lock Revenant bringing up the rear with Boba Fett on the Lock Revenant. So it's basically a triple Chemogila list, except you have to use a Skurg because you need a crew. So each of them have double harpoons. I threw some random stuff on things. I don't like that the Skurg doesn't have a turret. That makes me sad. I didn't have points for it. Threw some Deadeyes in there, but Deadeye might not be D-Way, given that you then get your focus stripped by Hotshot Copilot, and that's bad. So I've been working on this. Basically, Tirani Kolda is the top of the PS, and the Lock Revenant's at the bottom of the PS. So you roll up on a ghost, and if you can land all 3 harpoons onto it, you are going to put a crit in with the last one. All of them have guidance chips, so you're flipping something to a crit. So you're going to get a crit through. You're going to Boba Fett off that TLT. And as long as you didn't get one of those ships completely obliterated, you can just sit down and just casually rake the rest of the list over the coals. Because without TLT, that list is trash. Like Fenn can't hold his own. The Ghost, even with the 4 die primary, isn't going to do much. You're going to obliterate it. So
basically,
that's where I'm going.
Is anything that can have a high damage output that isn't affected by Fen Rao and the Sheathopede's ability to take that TLT off of the VCX 100 is a viable counter.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get Boba Fett to work to rip that TLT off, you're doing a great job. Same thing with if you come up against like an Imperial Aces list and rip off Palpatine off of that list. Three boats and quick draw doesn't really care about ripping a card off. I mean, they're going to reload all their missiles. They really don't care. But all of my ships are higher PS than news. So hopefully I can ace one off the board before it knows what it's doing. So I've thought about this a little bit, trying to figure out the other matchups and what's good, what's bad. Like triple ace lists, like that triple Star Viper list would probably burn me down because it can just stay out of arc. But yeah, like it looks like something that might work, and I've got a long time until Michigan Regionals to fiddle with it and see what I can do. So if you're going and bringing a Ghost to Michigan, be scared. Boba Fett's coming for you.
Jabba! Jabba Domada. Jabba Nobada.
Iwanawanga.
Iwanawanga, motherfuckers!
If only I could put those extra munition tokens on Boba Fett, then Jabba would totally be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
But as we saw in the movie, they discarded Boba Fett into the Sarlacc pit, and he did not get to throw a token in instead.
That's why I tossed Boba Fett to the side. He just wasn't worth it. No, marksmanship.
Said no one ever. If you're honestly trying to get face-up damage cards on them without like munitions or anything, Greedo is a really good way to get face-up damage cards on somebody. There's that.
Celebration, boys! 23 viewers! Well,
oh wow, we did get a lot of viewers. They love that commercial, I guess.
We had 23
it was
viewers.
all the commercial.
I told them to go log on to their mother's accounts, and then they did, and then they left. Their mothers apparently didn't like the show.
Hey, mama.
New record, 23.
So Ryan, what are you thinking of to beat your own list?
Boba Fett is one of the things I have looked at. Bouncing off of that, it's just mass firepower. There was a really interesting list from the Arizona Regional, which was 2 Deadeye rowboats, 1 new squadron gunboat. All of them have harpoons. And then a TLT aggressor, because now initiative does not matter with TLT. The crits will just happen anyway if they roll crit on TLT. It's 4 ships, 4 different sources of damage, and if you spread it out and not point them all at the same thing like a squad, should do all right. I oddly think if flown correctly, one of the few, because I think overall I looked at like lists. If you're a 2-ship list and you're not Ghost Fenn, I know it's technically 3-ship, but you put 2 on the board at the start, and you're not Rack Vader, that will normally not make it through Swiss, but will do all right against Kane and Ghost. I don't think 2-ship lists can deal with Ghost Fenn right now.
Definitely hard.
I think control robots, or maybe even the traditional HLC ones, can just throw a lot of damage and still have auto thrusters, though, is maybe a chance.
Ooh.
I mean,
Yeah, there's a control list of robots going around of Ion and Fletchette that do a lot of just annoying things.
if
Does
you
that-
want to put the
Does
fear
that
of God
punt to
into it,
Strezra, though?
Punt to what?
Strezra.
I don't think so.
They got a lot of greens on it, don't they?
Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah, they're decent.
And with the gunner ability, you're like, oh no, I missed because I don't have tokens. I'll just fire again.
yeah. And most Strezras right now, the ones that people are taking are the snapshot ones, so just don't land in front of them. But yeah, if you want to put the fear of God into a ghost player, shoot 2 ion cannons at it, and they might be pretty scared to stay close to a board edge.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Boba Fett crew, multiple firing arcs. The Chemo Gillas are a very interesting choice because you have health, you have firepower, and against the aces, you have the bullseye firing arc. The more bullseyes you have, the more you can force them to get out of multiple and not just one or two of them. So I know I faced Tom, who had his Thweek and 3 Chemo Gillas. I've looked at putting a Deadeye Skurg with Boba Fett crew instead of Thweek.
God, stop it.
Yeah, it's just as much firepower as you can get from multiple sources.
Yeah, what do you think about that? The list that you faced in the finals. I'm wondering if people are going to pick that up and try to copy it. Do you think it had enough to deal with the ghost, or did it get lucky to get that close on you?
It sounded like, according to him and the friends that were supporting him there, he had practiced against the ghost and had really good success with it. And I could see why. I mean, Ezra throwing stress out shuts off Maul because he's PS5 before I shoot, especially Lothal Rebels. So I don't get the Maul reroll. I only get Ezra focus. If I get 2 stress on me, like, that's no fun, but I should Maul off the other one. The Y-Wing is oddly a trap to shoot at in the beginning, even though I did, because it was my main shot in the opening engagement. Because if you shoot it, he's just going to automatically use his action to get rid of his title to be able to shoot the TLT everywhere with chopper and regen shield.
Right.
Lorik makes sense. Oddly, he was at 99 points. He had another point.
Really?
Used. So I was wondering, why did he do Wookiee Commandos and not say, like, Ray crew is a really good option?
Well, yeah. And I wonder, like, he doesn't have anything that he's really, like, pushing for the bid with.
No. I mean, he's
like,
got 5.
you're not expecting a mirror match with that list.
No, and I think most Ghost players aren't Kanan anymore. They're going to be Lothal Rebels. So it's not like you're trying to bid for that 5 matchup.
I'd like to see what he was facing in Swiss to see if that 99-point bid actually did have a play in him making it all the way to where he did, though. You know what I mean?
It sounded like if he faced any Harpoon list, it was only one of them. And he ended up 4-2, so that could have been one of his losses. So it sounded like, obviously, Harpoons as a squad-based list was his tough matchup. So he just didn't get it a lot.
I faced Harpoons like all damn day. Like, and after Chicago, because, like, in Chicago I didn't face a single Harpoon, and then this one they all showed up. It was bad.
Yeah, it's the tough part, is just trying to figure out those combinations. The one that I didn't mention, but it's because I can't run it because I don't own it. Pal Bases, I think it's still solid against it.
The Inquisitor does work, but you got to be you got to be good at running that ship. Personally, I've done lost all of my Pal Base skill Like I've run it in the past. I can't do it anymore.
I've never run it because I don't own PAL. I never bought a Raider. Haven't bothered buying it online. And anytime I've tried to fly a support type shuttle for Imperials, it just doesn't work for me.
Mm.
So, multiple firing sources, maybe Brobots, Racklow, but good luck going through Swiss, and harpoons.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Oh, and shame. Just shaming people and not running it. That tends to work.
Shame.
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 Did we want to go through the mirrors and what that was like?
I didn't face any mirrors, but you had plenty of them. God.
Brief rundown of mirrors.
Yeah.
For those who still want to run this list.
So I made an interesting, I think was an interesting point when I was being interviewed by Dion at the end. Because a lot of times when you find that top list, people start finding like, can I get rid of this 1 point to get the bid so I can move last? You know, how can I can we start the bidding war in this list? 2 out of the 3 mirror matches I had, I was given initiative and I still ended up winning. It's purely based on attrition, positioning, and using your primary arcs. So fly better and do what you need to get it done, because you shooting first can still make a huge difference, because crits will just go through and they will hurt, and sometimes it's blinded, sometimes it's weapons failure, and it's really bad. Not to say you want to take initiative if you have it. I think the correct choice, if you have the choice, is still to give it away in the mirror match, because arc dodging correctly with that engine upgrade is still just too good. But no, I think at this point, the list itself in total is too optimized with its parts. There's really nothing that I would look at to take off to gain that initiative bid. People maybe look at flight assist or they look at R2 Astromech. I think either of them, and particularly R2, are too good for Fen to just say, I can get rid of that 1 point, in my mind.
Yeah, you would have to be super confident with your Fen to get rid of either of those, because like each one fits into a particular play style a certain way. But yeah, I mean, if you were like bonkers desperate to get rid of that one, otherwise you're looking at completely other builds. So I know there's plenty of other like Ghost Fen builds, like of how you configure the Ghost. But specifically for this one, you're not going below 98, and even going to 98 is losing something that's quite valuable.
Yeah, and in that regard, if you're taking the point off of Fen, he's how you get that boost anyway. So if you go for that bid, you're going for the PS11 boost to go last, and without the droid, I think you lose a level of survivability on him anyway. So I don't think it's worth it. Just learn how to win with and without initiative in the mirrors if you want to learn how to do that. Just focus on getting those primary arcs and turning them at the right angle.
Ryan is saying the way.
I know the way. I was
the way.
All right.
I think that pretty much sums it up.
Coach,
anybody got any shout outs? Let's start with you, Coach.
Are we not going to go over our bad list submission?
I think Coach is muted because he's trying to talk right now.
Yeah, we can't hear him.
We've already recorded almost 2 hours, though, Chris.
Okay. So,
okay.
There we go.
Hey, Coach is back.
God, I hate this fucking technology shit. No, Ryan was going to say something.
Oh, what? I was saying that you were muted. That was it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he said.
So then, yes, it was an accurate statement. All right. We do
shout
have
outs to you, Coach, is what I said.
But I think we have a list submission.
We're already too far into the podcast for that.
Okay. No list submission for this week, I guess. Fine. I don't know what. Fine. Shout-outs. Let's let the almighty go first.
Shout out to the Lars squad guys who came with me for the Indiana Regional. They did the driving. I was in the car with them. We stayed at this is a first experience Airbnb. That was awesome. They recommended it. Good job, guys. Shout out to Pandemonium. They're going to be a great store hosting Michigan Regional. Go there. It's going to be awesome. There's a lot of space. They also actually have booked up a block of hotel rooms. Use that. Contact them if you need to figure out how. And shout out to Family Time Games for hosting that regional for Indiana. That was a lot of people to deal with. And oh my God, I did not know it was just one judge.
Yeah, massive shout out to that guy, Nick Ruivo. He did a hell of a job all by himself. But my shout out goes out to Anthony Schuler. He let us crash at his place for a couple cases of beer, and by a couple I mean one, and the one single beer that was left over in the other case after we got done with it in the parking lot. So great, like it's awesome being able to know somebody in an area that you just go and crash and not have to worry about anything. So that was nice.
Kyle.
I just want to give a shout out to Ryan for winning it all. Way to go, man.
Thank you.
I want to thank all the local guys who are starting to show up to the store and want some practice because they want to take down the Sparta boys down in Omaha.
Where we game? Where we game?
That's fantastic. I'm going to try to be at the store tomorrow. My son's birthday is tomorrow. He's turning 5. We'll see. And that's what I got. I really want to thank all the listeners who tune in to us. I don't think we thank them enough. I think it's one of the things we fail at. That's what keeps us doing what we do. We really like hearing your feedback on why you enjoy listening to our show. I know we progressively get more drunk the longer you listen, but that's what we do. That's our flavor. That's for sure. One of the things is if you're ever at a event and you see one of these shirts here, if you're going to watch the live stream here in the parking lot, come find us. You'll have a good time. We enjoy the game, and we enjoy drinking a few beers and exchanging experiences. So that's what I got.
Very wholesome.
Very nice.
Dilly
Thanks,
dilly.
Kyle. So nice. I want to first of all thank Ryan again. Not particularly you, but the whole group that went to Indiana. It was awesome seeing a group that wasn't the local guys. Does that make sense? Where they repped the OCX. When we started this, it was basically just like, oh, hey, we're from Orange City and we play X-Wing. Let's just call OCX Squadron sound douchebaggish. So we're just going to be like, oh, we're aces. We're way better than everyone else. So that's what we went with. I'm going to piggyback off of Kyle and say that the whole Dion kind of shed a light on maybe how it's supposed to be done and how it's not how we do it, I guess. Guys, we're a broad flag. We are guys that like to drink beer, have fun, play X-Wing, munch on some salted or non-salted pretzels, your flavor. But when we started this podcast, we wanted to get our listeners on the show. That was the one thing we wanted to do. we felt like it's not us doing this, it's all of you guys. So we incorporated the whole town hall. We totally stole the town hall from Dion. Don't get me wrong. But I think we did one more step further and just like, hey, come on the show. And that's how we met Ryan. Ryan followed the show and he's like, fuck it, I'll take a chance and go on air. And it was awesome. And we have a whole list of people that are on. I mean, I know the town hall episodes seem to be like the same guys all the time, which is totally fine because, hey, they're not fans anymore. They're OCXers. Like, you guys are OCX. It has transcended Northwest fucking Iowa into being what I would like to say, a mantra of fun, fucking around, drinking beer, having good times. So when Ryan wins a regional and there's some dispute, you can get it from the horse's mouth. So dilly to fucking all the OCX guys out there. We're international bitches. Deal with it. We're everywhere. We take the worst of the worst, the best of the best. You don't need to win a regionals to be an OCX guy. If you do, it's awesome. And you know you got the whole crowd behind you. But you go 2-4, like your fellow beautiful host, coach. Yeah, I love hearing how awesome it is that I go 2-4 too. But I wanna thank everyone. And you know, if you're an OCX guy at heart, you don't need a T-shirt. You don't need to be on the podcast. You walk into a store and like, motherfuckers, I'm the OCX. We'll back you. We'll fucking be there. Don't worry about it. Second shout out. I want to shout out my fellow podcasters. Guys, man, it's been a while. We've lost a few, kept a few, picked up a few, but I think we're heading in the right direction, guys. I've been hearing a lot of good stuff. I couldn't do it without my life partner, Kyle, who I love snuggling up to every chance I can get. I don't think our producer, John, gets enough credit. Montana, you are the grease or the cogs or the fucking spokes of the wheel, whatever you want to call yourself. Just imagine one of them achievement posters, and that's you, buddy. Chico, I want to fucking thank Chico. The literally fucking almost fell off a cliff right into our lap without his shirt on. And we kept him around. And I want to dilly to you for sticking around with us. First of all, that's awesome. But I feel like you've brought our game up a little bit. And you brought my game down a little bit because, you know, you talk a little too much and I drink a little too much, but apparently that's what the audience likes. So fuck them.
I bring the content, you bring the personality.
I will bring all of my personality.
And Kyle keeps us on track.
and Kyle passes out at the end of the podcast.
Getting there.
We win regionals.
I want to also shout out a guy that many may not know of, but the guy who started with us in this podcast, Chicago. He's super diehard Steelers fan, so he took a long time off. Hopefully he can come back on for a couple episodes and bring back the old group, but it wouldn't have been started without him. I want to thank Chicago. So Chicago, if you're listening, I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Thank you to you, buddy. So, but once again, thank you to all the fans. Thank you to all the listeners. Thank you to my fellow podcasters. Ryan on Topski. Hopefully we made your episode good enough.
It's a lot of fun.
It was a little bit of Nova with a little bit of OCX mixed in. I think we try to keep it fun, but whatever. So to end the oh wait, are we gonna plug
Chico.
the Patreon? Because apparently we have $1.
Yeah,
in it.
Chico's got his shout
I
out.
was gonna
and then
do it
he's got
as
the Patreon.
as part of the whole like list submissions
Alright.
and saying
So I want to just in your binding contract, when you do this the first time, you realize you have to do this every time.
do what?
The
Plug
end.
it?
The
God
end.
damn it.
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
fine.
Sorry. You're the newbie. You're the noob. You're the rook.
Fine. Okay. Off the top of my head then. Shameless plug to OC Games and Comics. They're okay.
I'm gonna
This is what you get for making me do it.
That's
You're
fine.
stuck in here with me.
Hey, we got some new sexy mood lighting in the store. So
Yeah. Store looks good.
it
does.
It's definitely your mom's basement lighting right now.
If you want to send us anything, obnoxious lists, ideas, obnoxious pictures, whatever.
No.
Whoa. Maybe not obnoxious pictures. Let's leave that.
Do it.
one.
YOLO.
Here
I mean,
comes.
Montana's the only one that looks
OCX
up-
radio at gmail.com.
Patreon.
Complaints. Go to feedback at
Feedback
backtodials.com.
and back to dials for fucking shit.
Uh,
Go there for your complaints.
If you want to support us for some crazy reason, and make Montana happy that he's not putting all of his own money into it, it is patreon.com/OCX radio. Once that gets rolling, we're going to try to get back to you guys with doing what we do in the most obnoxious way possible with stuff that's obnoxious as possible. So that's what we're going to do.
I love it. We're like cheap hookers. Give us your money, and then expectations like, meh.
Lowered expectations.
Hey,
Lowered expectations.
you give us the money, we show you the way.
Give us the money. Show you the way. The way.
No, but seriously, like all of the money that we get to start is to go paying Montana back for the money he's put in for hosting fees and everything he's done, and then we're gonna put it into making the quality better, and as much as we can, give it back to you guys, and then we'll buy beer, throw it in the back of the truck, and show up at events.
Where's
Give it
getting Uncle Mark
directly
a new
back.
computer on that list?
No, fuck that. You send Tyler Tippett a message every day to get Uncle Mark Tippett a new computer. Because
Oh my
apparently it's working. So keep doing it, followers.
We need to get a picture of Mark's computer, and we're gonna do an alt art for targeting computer.
Oh, that would be
There you go.
fantastic.
See, obnoxious alt arts.
Or should it be the scrambler missiles?
The jamming.
No,
You've been
it'll
jammed.
just be the jam reference reference card.
With just his picture. just pixelated. His picture just pixelated.
Oh shit, that's great. All right. Yup nub.
Yup, no!
We got a Patreon. We don't know what the fuck to do with.
Patreon. Patreon. Yup, nub.
Good luck, Montana.
Yeah.
Right?
Is this where I hit stop?
No,
Yes.
Well, yes. On
Yeah.
the Audacity.
Yeah, I know.
Stop the audacity.
It's
And-
shit show time, baby.
Export.
Showtime.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Shit show time.
You said right at the end there, because apparently we have $1. Yeah, we're up to 26 now.
Okay, so to make their $26 worth it, we have some Patreon extra shit that's going to go on in the shit show. Some little birdie flew into my phone today and texted me that a certain somebody wasn't wearing their OCX radio t-shirt, or OCX Aces t-shirt during competition day.
What, me?
Oh.
Yeah, I wore mine.
He who smelt it dealt it.
I was wearing my Fort Wayne Squadron shirt day 1, and then I wore the OCX shirt day 2.
Blasphemy!
Sorry?
So we're just a second-hand whore to you.
Oh,
I
God
see.
damn it.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Bring it. I'll take it.
I told them, obviously, that's his lucky shirt. Otherwise, he would have worn this one. But apparently, it wasn't lucky enough. See,
No, it wasn't.
if you would have been wearing your OCX Aces shirt on day 1, like a certain somebody we know.
Mm-hmm. Well, but then,
I mean,
day
Ryan,
2,
how did
day
that work
2,
out
when
for
I
you?
wore this thing, I went 0-1 and dropped. So what's worse?
Technically, I went 4-2 in Swiss with this shirt
Yeah.
and made the cut. The next day, I didn't lose a game and won the top 32.
Wearing
But
what?
The stench of the
Not
new
this
shirt was
shirt.
still on you. Like, no matter what you put on, it was still like the OCX chocolate axe stench was on you.
The
Yes.
chocolate axe.
Oh.
I tell you what, though, walking outside with this, because like I don't like carrying my jacket inside because that's just too much crap to carry around. This was really nice to be able to walk outside in like 20-degree weather and not be instantly cold. I was at least able to get 3/4 of the way to the car before I was cold.
Right? I'm sorry, toot my own horn, toot, but this fucking material was the way to go.
No, I was about to say,
The only downside, though, is like with 160 people in that building, is like I found that, that's how you had to be during the game, though.
yeah,
The sleeves had to be rolled up at all times.
which is fine. The nice thing is the material's thin enough that if you roll it up, it's not like bunched so much when you bend your arm.
Right.
Like I said
Solid.
on the last podcast, when I put the shirt on, I never wore anything like this before, and I felt like I was wearing a shirt, but I was naked.
What the fuck, Catch? You haven't gotten your shirt yet? Oh. Wrath.
Hey,
Hellfire.
Mark showed up.
Motherfuck. Oh.
Uncle Mark.
Oh, wow. No,
Mark?
Cat, you should have gotten your shirt,
Mark's in
dude.
the live chat.
Ah. All right. I gotta go fucking chew some people out tomorrow, which is good because I have a lot of pent up rage that I need to let off. So I have a funnel that I can do it with.
Nice.
Hi, Mark.
There's like a 30-second delay. Are you going to wait for him to say hi?
Yes, I am. After everything he says.
So, Coach,
Oh,
are you
man.
flying with Vader now that you popped the cork at it?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. I can't put 2 glitter stems on Vader. I don't know what to do.
Did you just fly rack?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
take 2 focus actions in the same round.
No,
You'll be all right.
it's Kylo, Rack, and
Oh,
Whisper. I'm good.
Chico knows.
What's this?
yeah.
I said
He said just take 2 focus actions in the same round.
It'll be all right.
Alright. Nobody will
Well, technically-
notice and start
Oh.
spreading around
Yeah.
hate about you at the Indy Regionals.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. I feel like there's some undertone, underlinement, something. I don't know.
Don't say Tolm around me.
Ooh,
You know,
Oh my gosh! During the top cut, they called me over to fix Tome. I about slapped a bitch.
Slap a bitch.
It's called beat a hoe or slap a twat. One of the two.
Punch him in the taint. That's what I like to say.
Uh,
So okay,
We
but
still
yeah,
live?
so
What is happening?
somebody was playing against Nate's girlfriend, Nate who Ryan played top 8.
Yeah, Nathaniel Moore.
Yeah, Nathaniel Moore, his girlfriend, wife, not sure. Anyways, somebody was playing against her and ended up with 4 focus tokens on Kanan, which, if you do the math, isn't possible. And yeah, this person knows better. They definitely know better.
I'm
So-
just impressed that we're still alive.
we're early. We're fucking early, dude. Fuck, we could take guests. Fuck it. Let's just. Who wants to be on?
Yeah,
Shit show.
I can't be on that much longer.
Bitches, message me right now. We're going to 11:30. That's the cutoff.
No. I want to go to bed like
No.
in the next 9 minutes.
Then you can cut off, and he'll bring other people on, I guess. But anyways, yeah.
I mean,
So somebody did that. That same person, the next day, was he was eating the store owner's food because he just assumed that any food that was laying around anywhere was free game because there was catering the day before. And he got caught by the store owner and he refused to even apologize because he thought he was justified in his assumption that it was free available food. It's like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Shit. Okay.
Quit being a shitty person.
God damn it. Where's my Facebook? Where's my Facebook? There it is. Okay, hold on.
Catch is ready. He wants in.
Catch is always ready. I mean,
He's got
I
7
mean-
minutes and 39 seconds until my audacity saves
If
to
we're
the
in
Death
Jackson
Star.
I need to find the fucking. Do I just blast us on the groupies page? Yeah, fuck it.
Shit show territory always tends to mean
Shit
like Zach Matthews.
show
Zach Matthews.
commence.
Yeah, Zach Matthews. I don't know if he's awake right now.
No, this is groupies only. Fuck those crates. Oh my god, dude. I have been running this goddamn podcast draft all day. Getting these guys to do a simple pick and drop thing or pick and it's a nightmare. I've started a nightmare.
Yeah,
Bad.
you took that upon yourself to start that.
I
Because,
know,
like,
I know. It sounded like such a good idea. And
Ugh.
then it
I
just
still don't understand the idea. What are you doing?
Okay, so here's what it is. I have 8 podcasts. I have Crates, Minoc, Gold Squadron, Stay on Target,
Scum and Villainy.
Back to Dials, Hornet Squadron,
Birmingham.
Charles
Barons.
Tidarium, and I'm missing somebody.
You say
Somebody
Birmingham?
Is it Birmingham?
Whatever. No,
Birmingham Barons.
fuck. Who else am
Scum
I
and
missing?
Villainy.
Scum and Villainy. There you go. Okay, so I have those 8 podcasts,
They
and
actually
we're all
publish.
doing a draft where you can only draft unique pilots or unique upgrades, right? It's an 8-round draft, and that's all you can do. Now, once we're done with the draft, they have to come up with 3 lists. They have to incorporate at least one of your undrafted cards, or one of your drafted cards in them. Everything else is generics, but you can only use a generic once. So when in list building, every card becomes unique. Oh my god. Is that fucking
No.
Uncle Fester? Jesus Christ.
Holy crap.
I mean, I understand you don't need a shirt,
God damn it. I wasn't ready for that.
Oh, fuck you, Catch. You have been a part of plenty of shit shows, and you should be prepared for everything.
Yeah.
Fair. Fair. That is 100% fair.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the OCX Radio Shit Show. Please start your audacity now. Thank you. If you haven't, you're not going to.
Brought to you by Curl Paul Creatives.
Girl, here.
Oh my
Robert.
god, that is the best commercial for them ever.
Oh my lord.
I love the fact that Patrick missed out on it.
He's just gonna have to listen to the episode now. That's all.
It was a
So good
great
evening,
fucking
gentlemen.
commercial.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay.
Evening.
Oh, that's Mad Medic.
Yeah.
Well, shit, I thought that was Ryan Ledford for a second. I was like, oh my god. Ryan went to the extreme. He shaved his head and has no shirt on.
Did they let you
No,
drop
no,
the
no,
ambulance
no,
without
no.
the shirt on?
Mad Medic, holy shit. Nice to see you. Face to the voice, buddy.
Hey, how's it going?
Not bad. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Obviously a hell of a lot better than we are.
Well, it's nighttime. All the kids are asleep.
Oh, them little bastards.
Yeah.
That's why I come to my store to record.
I unfortunately sometimes have to deal with them upstairs.
Or on the stripper pole.
Yeah, right over there.
Right over there.
Did Mark make it on yet?
Mark. Oh, Ventham? I don't see him.
Tibbet.
Oh,
No,
Tibbet?
Mark Tibbet
No,
isn't.
Uncle
shit.
Mark.
He's old man.
Uncle Mark, he's coming. He's coming.
What do we got
I
here?
didn't know
Robert!
you're the oldest guy here. Come on now.
Robert, are you Rev or are you Robert?
I'm Rev.
Rev! There we go. See, I just needed to put a face to the
The
thing.
username, not the actual name.
Can't you tell by the look of him how much he loves bombing?
He does look like a bomber.
I am a
To
bomber.
his eyes.
No pun intended or something like
I-
that. I don't know.
You know what? Since I was a young kid, I've liked to blow shit up.
Well, Mark, you are in the right fucking place. Oh,
Wait,
who's this?
More?
Who's this strange-looking fellow?
somebody's in a
Someone's
vehicle.
in a car.
That's Mark. That's Ventham.
That's Mark from Australia?
Yeah.
It's got to be. It's still light outside.
He's cruising.
Or it's
There's
becoming
a
light
beard involved. There's a large
He's
beard.
totally muted
An
right
epic
now.
beard.
There's a
Oh!
fat beard.
He's muted.
Oh my god.
The fuck?
Oh, thank God he put a shirt on.
God damn it, Lance. Why
Is
didn't
that
you
right?
tell me you were
On the
Lance?
side of the car with his shirt off. Okay, we're good.
Then once
First
you
of all,
get
I'm
right.
pretty sure everyone here is supposed to be getting a shirt. Catch, I don't know the fuck's going on. I
I don't know
literally
either, man.
gave them the goddamn shirt that was supposed to go out to you. Because
mean,
your shirt was
Do you
sent
know how
to
they were
somebody-
sending it?
Oh,
It's like FedEx, USPS.
the weird thing is that who
Courier
else got
pigeon?
their shirt that was in your group? Oh, did Patrick get his shirt? Patrick, did you get your shirt? Answer me now.
He's back.
Don't worry, 30-second delay. Whatever.
Go catch him.
I'm gonna go there tomorrow, and Patrick did. What the fuck? All right.
All right,
Hellfire,
give
Brimstone,
me 30
and
seconds to go
God's
check my
Wrath.
mailbox one more time because I haven't done it today since I got home.
No, it should have
Before
been there
you go-
fucking a week ago, is what it should have been.
Seriously?
Well, I sent it last week, Tuesday.
Did you get a
Oh,
tracking
wait.
number?
Patrick got his this weekend. Got mine with Montana. What the fuck is
What?
going on? Oh, my God. I'm so confused. See,
All right,
this
it's
is why
now
I drink,
official.
guys.
Yeah, right?
Kyle, your son and I are a year older now.
Yeah,
Hot damn.
that is absolutely 100% correct. He is 5 and you're...
A lot older.
He's like 12 and a half. It's solid.
I got news for you. Both of you guys could be my son.
No, I
Oh.
doubt it. I fucking doubt it.
I have a son that's 36 years old, Coach.
Whoa,
Oh.
shit.
Hey, totally would be.
Then you are
Done
super
deal.
old.
Do we have to start calling him Uncle Rev now?
Information on live YouTube.
You could ask Ryan, man. I come into the shop with my cane and I hobble in, sit down at my desk, get my butt kicked at some K-Wing stuff, you know.
Oh, we're gonna set you up nice at Michigan. You're gonna have your own spot.
I talked with Pando. I talked with Pando about that. I already told him, like, handicap.
Nothing but
Oh
the
my
bed of
God!
witches to bring you
Oh.
your beer.
We're so gonna make a fucking handicap coaster just for Robert. That's
Do it.
Give me a little walker with wheels on it, you know.
nope. A handicap koozie. That's what you get with dilly dilly on the top.
Dilly dilly.
dilly dilly, motherfucker! I'm handicapped. Get out of my way.
You better tell the winches in Michigan they better step up their game
Who?
because you shall not be beer. Winches. The beer winches.
Oh,
I'm
Dude,
sorry,
I prob-
Mark. What was that? What was that? Come again?
Oh no, am I out big time now or what?
You're marking
Whoa.
the fuck out.
Good
right
lord.
now.
Did somebody let Zach Matthews in here?
No, never again. Never again.
there you go.
I see him here.
I will say he
I
is
just
awake.
heard yelling and it's like, oh god.
On the forums, 15
Yeah, I can
minutes
see a lot of
ago.
forehead from the Mad Medic.
I said
Obviously,
I'm Zach
Zach
for
Matthews is in here.
Hey, just remember one thing. God only made so many perfect heads. The rest he covered with hair.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
No.
worry, Chris. You're getting close.
No.
I do this on
Oh.
purpose.
Don't you worry, I'm right behind.
Oh yeah.
That's way too much hair.
That's because you
Mark.
overcompensate with that facial hair thing.
Aussie Mark, I got a personal thank you. Dude, those fucking
Thank-
cards were awesome. You did not need to do that.
Sure, I did. Although, if you want me to wear the shirt for New South Wales Regional, you're gonna have to send it soon, otherwise it won't get here in time.
I know you did have to send them because I'm super famous and powerful and all that, but the shirts, yeah, the international shirts are going to be getting. The problem was that the shirts got sent to the wrong people, so I can only send out the international shirts that I have, and the rest have to come in to me again. But I think I have yours, so yours is going out tomorrow. So don't worry about that. Express, fastest thing, you'll get it in like a week, I think. Hopefully that's fast enough.
That'll easily be fast enough. It's not till end of March, I think.
Oh, fuck. You'll have yours. Yours is the only one I have.
I
The rest
just
of them
assume-
come in from...
I assume everything's super slow from the US to Australia because everything from FFG is always 3 months late. So I just assume
Yeah.
it takes that long to get here.
That's a fair assumption.
Are you literally in a police vehicle shooting people off the street?
Me?
Yeah.
No. What do you mean?
Oh, he's in the back of the police vehicle.
It looks like you're in a motherfucking SWAT car, is what it looks like.
Coach, what are you talking about?
Oh, what, the
He's in the
barrier?
back of the police car.
Yeah, the barrier.
I just thought there's a guy in the backseat wondering what the hell's going on.
I'm on a podcast right now. Shut up! I got my cool shades on and shit.
If you say it's for the kangaroos, I'll believe you.
Oh, man. I'm not in a police
Seriously,
vehicle now.
what the fuck?
How's the
so I
weather
gotta
over
try
there?
something.
The weather here sucks. It's fucking snowing.
Snowing
And
a fucking again. That's
I'm pretty
annoying.
sure I have to leave the podcast and go scoop goddamn snow. So
Yeah, the
That's
shit you're getting
that's
right now,
accurate.
Coach, is headed my way. I'm not
good.
looking
You
forward to
fucking
it.
deserve it.
You know what? I'm tired of you moving all of your goddamn snow and just piling it on my fucking house. You son of a bitch. God damn it, Coach.
Catch, where do you live?
I live northwest of Chicago.
That's okay. We get it the next day anyhow here in Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
It
much.
just rolls over Lake Michigan and becomes worse.
Yep.
So how about our boy Ryan on Topski, huh?
Dilly.
Fucking A.
Look at that.
Yeah,
beautiful
Dilly.
curling.
Lance is just like,
By
Yeah.
round 3, the group of us
Yeah, bad
cumulatively
lighting.
had more wins than the entire group that went to Minneapolis. Wrecked.
And I
Did
didn't think I
knock
was
out
going to
my
go to
boy
Lake.
Wow.
from the tournament, though.
somebody got wrecked from the tournament?
I said he did knock out my boy French from the tournament.
Oh, yeah. French. I've been
Blinded
talking a lot
pilot.
to him. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was an interesting ride back to Kentucky.
He's probably like, your
Speaking of which,
dude.
Hear this story, right? So I came to Indy with Donald and French, and Donald drove, and we went to leave to drive back to Kentucky, and Donald's door latch broke on his car. So all the way back to Kentucky, I had to hold the door closed
Oh,
for
shit.
about 3.5 hours.
Oh, my God.
They didn't rotate people for that, so it wasn't just you?
What's that?
Did they rotate seats so it wasn't the same person the whole time?
Well, France rode in the back on the way up, and I rode in the back on the way back.
Should have made Gordon hold the damn door.
Yeah.
Well, he's an engineer, so I figured he would be able to fix it, but no.
Seriously.
No
They were
duct tape?
punishing him for wearing an OCX shirt.
Apparently not that good of an engineer.
Well, I told him if they would just make stay on target shirts, I'd wear them too.
You know, apparently at Stay on Target, they don't know about duct tape. That shit
bunch of
fixes
sports.
everything.
Speaking of Gordon, for the people who weren't there, once it was announced the top 32, he saw his name was 33.
Oh, yeah.
I heard it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oof.
So he was like,
Super
So,
pissed.
do I really have to show up tomorrow morning to make sure everyone was gonna be there? Is anyone leaving now? Like, he's just yelling this out.
Yeah,
at the end
and,
of
and for reference, the top 32 started at 8:30 in the morning.
So he's
Oh,
like,
Whereas
We all know.
the
Believe
the
me.
redemption group didn't start until round 2 of the top 32. So like I walk in like while the first round is well into what they're doing, I walk in and see Gordon, and I'm like, hey Gordon, why aren't you playing? And crushed his spirits again. We're good.
Savage. Good God.
That's almost as good as what you did to Paragoomba Slayer.
That was a good
Oh.
day of just burning people.
No,
Yeah,
believe me.
well, me and
On
Donald
Sundays, I
worry
do
about
not
the
wake
time.
up before 8 a.m. But apparently there's a reason for me to wake up at 7:30 a.m. because you bitches are on East Coast time. So
Best
believe me,
time.
I watched like 6 matches that I didn't have to fucking watch.
Dude, I had it on my phone getting ready to give Sunday message at the church.
That is awesome.
I'm like, how fast can I talk about God so I can turn my phone back on?
Rev wins.
Wow.
Oh. And we're gonna give the holy blessing. Wait.
Natties!
Nope.
Yeah!
Nope. Never mind. He's not on stream. We can continue with communion.
See, see, that's the OCX advantage. We have God on our side.
We have God on our side.
He knows they wait.
Well, well, he hasn't been helping me out. You don't see me with a plaque.
Oh God! Don't start that.
More people are doing it.
I don't want to be known as the podcast that does that.
I like
I'm not away.
I like Patrick in the chat. Our Father who art in heaven, Natties.
Dude, if I could have gotten away with it, I would have had my phone on the podium.
Natty's on the way. Natty's on the way.
Natties are the way.
Oh,
Natty's on the way.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to start every tournament from now on with that. Our Father who art thou, Natties be the way. No way.
My brothers.
My ship will come. Your will be done on the board as it was in heaven.
My queen will find will
Hallowed
spit
be
on
that
them.
Hallowed be that way.
Please, Lord, don't let the Boba Fett come to me.
No. I live and die by the Boba Fett.
Hallowed be the way.
Let all the prophets take away the TLTs.
Oh, shit.
Oh, the Boba Fett's are coming.
Oh, they
Hail
are.
Miranda.
Yes. I am ready for it.
So I'll tell you what.
All right, for penance, you guys got to do like 20 Hail Miranda Donais, all right?
Wait a minute. I'm not hailing that bitch.
She's my girl, man.
Screw her.
If Miranda is Mary in this analogy, who's Jesus?
Dengar.
Staniszewski.
No.
Staniszewski!
Yeah!
No, I'm out.
Uh-oh, we're all in trouble. He's come back.
We lost Coach.
He's going down.
All right, Coach, breathe, man.
Patrick,
All right.
Patrick on Miranda. She ain't no virgin.
Oh man.
Christ.
Oh. Wow. Wow. That was awesome. That was awesome. Oh shit. Wow. Anyway, so yeah. We're I should have mentioned this during the show. We're probably not doing Meta versus Meh tomorrow night because someone else is doing Meta versus Meh.
Who the
It'll be
hell's doing it?
Nathan
Who else is doing it?
versus
Oh.
Zach Matthews.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Oh,
yeah.
Great
I versus Zach Matthews. Meh.
So obviously Meta versus Meh. And I expect all of you on Twitch to say that.
Zach Matthews.
Because I will not be the only one fucking banned from the Twitch.
OCX on top. Meta versus Meh. OCX on top. Meta versus Meh.
Oh, how pissed off do I want to make Dion?
Oh.
Not that much. I need him to fill
Hey,
out my
we got to get through the world's party
Oh.
first. Then he can be mad at you.
It's not how pissed off does he want to be a cheat.
He needs
It's
to
how
be
can
dragging
all of us.
That's what
You know it's gonna be me.
Oh, he'll,
He needs to be.
you
We
are
have
the
to wait
source.
until the world's party where he's dragging all of our past dog carcasses back to our rooms.
Oh, he's just gonna leave us on the floor.
It was
Yeah.
my motherfucking idea, so he cannot do this without me.
By the way, do
But
we
he
have
did
sound
already.
equipment yet? Like, have you guys
Unless
found
he hired
speakers and mics and shit?
Super huge bodyguards to keep
Oh,
me out.
Dion has
Believe
it.
me.
Okay. Well, I know he's got mics, but I'm talking about loudspeakers.
Oh no, he's bringing the whole shebang.
Okay.
It's gonna be an experience. Hey, don't worry. OCX has 2 rooms reserved, so if the party dies, it ain't gonna die at our place.
Oh.
Unless I make day 2, then you're all fucking going home.
You know what? There's one thing I have to say. Sweet.
God damn it.
Oh,
Sorry.
Rev! The fuck am I supposed to do with these empty? Oh, Jesus.
Fine.
Fine. I'll fucking open another beer!
Not a beer.
Well, you never read the stinking chat lines.
He said that doesn't count. He told me that last.
Oh, wait.
See, Rev has the advantage. He can just break into the communion wine.
Yeah, no
shit.
shit.
Gotta go get our own liquor.
No fucking shit.
Hey, I am not a priest. We don't get the good wine. We have to drink that grape juice stuff.
Yeah, well, you
Oh.
can always spike it. I'm a deacon, if you can believe that.
What?
What?
Oh yeah,
Are
I'm
you
totally
really?
a deacon.
Did not see that coming.
Oh my god, what picture was that?
That's from.
That was
Who
not-
Tell me
is
that's
that?
somebody else's blood.
Who is this?
That's
That's
Lance.
Lance.
That was Mad Medic.
This goddamn Lance. For fuck's sake. Freak me the fuck out. Oh yeah, I'm totally deacon at my church.
And a flask. Night.
Alright.
Oh, you know what, gentlemen? I got a long day ahead of me tomorrow.
Yeah, go to bed,
I may
Kyle.
or may not be on a streaming game of Meta versus Meh.
No,
tomorrow.
we're not doing it.
Robert, one of these is yours.
All right. We're not doing it.
Oh yeah. By the way,
I like
Coach, should I've got my stickers by now as well?
Right.
No, you would not have gotten your stickers.
Okay.
Your stickers will come with your shirt.
Ah. Okay.
My stickers
Since
are
you
coming
haven't
with
gotten
Ryan.
them yet. Huh?
Ooh,
I'm
we're shipping Ryan out to Rev.
Ryan lives about 4 miles
Yeah,
away
we're-
from me,
we're
guys.
both in Michigan.
Oh, there you go.
Going
There you
outside.
go.
But
Yeah,
Rev
going
didn't order a
outside.
shirt.
I didn't order a shirt.
But he's
Yeah,
getting
no,
stickers.
He's talking about
Stand by.
stickers. I have
Yeah.
them.
Oh,
I have
oh,
extras. to
believe
give
me.
to him.
Ryan's got plenty of stickers.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening and joining on for the remainder of the show. And next week, have a good one.
Hasta la night night.
Night,
Good night, Kyle.
Hey, Kyle.
Good night, Cal.
Yeah. Catch, I gotta get that fucking shirt figured out. I mean, of all people, for Christ's sake, you should be getting a shirt. So
I
Thank
guess I'm going to have to order me a shirt now because I have to wear it for the Michigan.
Rev, you shit out of luck. Hate to
Oh,
say it.
sucks to be me.
Well, we're gonna do another run of them, but yeah, I have I thought I ordered extra shirts, and then this whole shit show of a goddamn
Oh,
shipping
thank goodness. Thought I
went
lost
off. I heard a cork. I heard a
Yeah.
cork.
That's
Oh,
my
the Mark
Eagle Rare
Few-
that I'm trying to finish
Yeah.
off. That poker chip is the
That
best.
poker chip.
Oh, you got the poker chip? Son of
He
a
got the
bitch.
Uncle Mark FU
Hold
poker
on.
chip.
Wait, Lance.
Put it,
Lance,
put it on the camera.
presenting to everyone. Show it again.
Uncle Mark.
Nice.
Oh,
That is the best piece of swag any person can get.
almost.
Hey,
Settle down, Mom.
Not to devalue what you got there,
yeah, it's not really swag.
Ryan, but
No, that
Oh,
is
wait a minute. Here's
that apparently
card
was
that, Chico
swag at the place.
Yeah, it's like Uncle
Jesus
Mark.
Oh my
Christ.
God.
What the hell?
It's lumpy.
Oh, it was great. It was great.
Hey, Chico,
Yeah.
where are you staying in Michigan?
We are staying with oh god, I forgot his name. He's gonna kick me out of his house now.
That one guy.
The guy who has like a bajillion alt arts. Like he has like every alt art.
Asalik.
Yeah.
Yes.
There it
Like
is.
LaRue? Whatever his
No,
name is.
last year.
This is
It's Nick
The guy
Asalik.
who makes them, the collector.
No,
Yes.
he's the
Nick
collector.
Al-Salik. We're
Yeah.
crashing at his place.
Yeah, or
I don't.
Poe Asalik. He is the biggest Poe fan I've ever met. Biggest.
Yup.
Yeah, he has the Edgar Allan Poe Dameron. That is an awesome card.
It is. He's good people.
Cody Ryan Martell, who's made a lot of the alt arts for Crates and a bunch of other people, made so many different Poe cards for him.
Mm-hmm. So if you're in the groupies chat on Facebook, I just posted my sacrilege piece that I made a long time ago, back when Sabine was bonkers popular.
Oh, gotta see. Oh my, what is this?
Is Ozzy Mark just trying to fucking rub it into our face that there's blue sky in front
Oh
of us?
my!
Just out there.
I'm trying to make you feel
I
warm.
so need that card.
No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's
Trying to
fucking
find-
nighttime and snowing here. It's not gonna work.
How's the
Trying to brighten the
Ozzy?
place up. No? You're not liking it?
Chico,
That's rather fantastic, I dare say.
I gotta get a copy of that card. Where is that at?
No, it's just a meme that I made. That's all it is that image. If somebody wants to take that and make cards out of it, do it.
I am so doing that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, time to boot up Strange Aeon.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, did you see my glitter stem?
Yes.
Yeah.
No
That was
way.
good. Great.
The 1 gram?
Yeah. The only
It was
thing
fantastic.
with cards is difficult. The small ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finding someone who'll make him at the proper size.
No, shoot, where is he? He was
Right
in the
here.
chat earlier.
Right here.
Sam.
Right here,
or
baby.
You had a guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
the guy who made the not an idiot cards. He has the perfect place. Like, he's got the hookup of exactly how to get them done. Like, they are perfect size. They look good. They're not flawless quality, but for just making a joke card is plenty good enough.
It's makeplayingcards.com to us.
Yeah, that
They're
guy's
really good.
got the he's got access to Chris Allen's account for printing off alt arts.
Yeah, and he made a whole bunch of those not an idiot cards for me, like a giant stack of them for like $10. I was like, that's really cheap, and they were decent quality.
Yeah, I got the Trioculus Hux
Yeah.
alt art. That's
Yeah.
pretty entertaining.
He was posting up about everything in Chicago, and I actually ended up facing him in round 4. I had Dash Poe, and I was adamant every turn I'm using Dash's ability.
Just to troll him.
He's like, please, dude, I'm not kidding. Just use the card. I gave it to you. I'm like, I'm sorry, but if I run into that one guy, I don't want to get in the habit of the other way.
That's fair.
You should know the way.
I do.
Mhm.
Should have no problem as long as Paragoomba Slay is not judging.
He will be in Michigan.
Who
I
thinks
haven't-
that? Like, who would think that's a good idea?
Yeah, it's not a
He
good idea.
judged last year's regional. He's actually, I mean, for just someone who just knows rules.
Yeah, he's super knowledgeable
and
about
if he's not
cards.
playing and doesn't
He's just
have
angry
any
all the
like
time.
hand in a matchup anyway.
Dude, he is so on the spectrum.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Okay, he has taken the left turn at Albuquerque, and he's just not there. He's just a teaspoon short of being there.
Mhm.
Honestly, I haven't had a conversation with him since he got kicked off of FFG.
Yeah, And now
How
he
many
just
other-
controls Facebook and Reddit.
Hey,
And he
Chico.
shows up every Friday to the event that we play at weekly because we live near him.
Hey, Chico.
Yeah?
What's the was it Allie? Is that Nate's girlfriend? Whatever.
Yeah.
I was playing around, and I was at the table next to her, and she was like, "I just played this one guy the last round. He was just kind of a dick. Apparently, his name's like Paragoomba Slayer or something."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah."
What's his real name?
Paragoomba Slayer. He changed it legally.
I don't know.
Not true, but I don't know. You really shouldn't just bother. It's better to ignore.
Yeah, I mean, I've had conversations with him trying to actually like discuss things and make him see D-Way, and there is seriously no reason to even bother, even try. You're never gonna change his mind. It's just who he is. So you just deal with
All right,
him.
boys. I'm commandeering this motherfucker. Just letting you all know it is Town Hall next week. If you want to be
so
on,
I'll be at work.
let me know.
When do you want to have us let you know by?
I'll be there, Coach.
5 minutes before we start.
Sounds
Shit.
good.
Or fuck it, midway. I don't care.
Send out the link. We'll be there.
It's the town hall. Who knows what fucking goes on?
Just
So,
FYI, I'm stopping the live broadcast.
Oh.
Stop the desk.
I mean,